Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. I'm your host, Dustin. Thanks for being with us tonight. Thanks for not spilling your coffee like I just did about 5 seconds ago. It was classic. I will tell you more in a minute. But first, we have with us, as always, Nick.
Hey, did you even let the intro video fade out all the way?
I don't know,
Before
man.
you went in there?
No, we
because
just...
I saw it.
Stop calling them out, bro.
And then you were like, boom.
Why you gotta call me out?
I don't know, but I like doing it.
I know
What'd you
you do.
forget?
Stop it. Stop it. All right, next
forgot
to
something,
him,
folks.
you are a Sith Lord.
I am a Sith Lord.
But next to him, the one, the only, the Matt.
Yellow. How's
Yellow.
it going?
Is that your favorite color?
No, that's not it. That's a merge of...
What's your favorite color?
colors.
I would say my favorite color is like...
Potato skin
And we
brown.
cut off.
I'd say
Go
like
back
a
to you,
teal.
Dustin.
What'd you say?
Is it teal?
Teal.
Maybe
a
not teal.
Bluish
What's-
green.
Let Matt speak.
Like what you're... Kind of like what you're wearing,
Cyan,
but more
maybe?
green.
Is that the one?
Maybe.
This light is really bright in my face.
It is a little bright.
It is.
Sorry.
But,
I need to trim that one down.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going. All right, and the last, but definitely not the least, the one, the only, you love her, the fact checker. Say hello to everybody out there.
Hello, everybody out there. Is that part of my name now?
That is part of your name. All hail the fact checker, am I right, chat?
Also, that says librarian.
Oh, shoot.
I knew it. I got him.
I failed on something.
We pulled the switcheroo on you.
Well, I'll
crop
fix it.
Yeah, fix it right now.
Don't
Watch
you
this,
worry.
people. This is great. He can fix it so fast. The fact checker.
Boom.
It was
all
a
one
test,
word?
and
Yeah, and it's
you
staying
passed
one
it.
word. I'm going to switch the color, though.
I don't know how you always mess that up.
I don't know.
My goodness.
It takes skill, a particular set of skills that only I have.
Particular set of skills.
All right, now we're good. Now you're good, fact checker.
Well, okay.
Now they actually know
Okay.
who you are.
Oof, it's official.
It's official,
It's
baby.
me.
Is there another one that's saved as the fact checker and you just chose the wrong one?
Yes and no.
Is that what happened? Yes and no?
There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes.
Yes,
that,
I knew that. I knew that.
Gosh dang it. Nick loves pointing out.
All of his mistakes. Somebody's got to keep them real.
Yeah, you do. You are a Sith Lord.
People build them up. I tear them right
He
down.
tears me right down. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Am I right? Okay, let's keep moving on. We got lots of stuff to get into. But first, who's with us in the chat tonight? First, though, we do have the
First.
moderator. Second,
But also
third.
first.
there's so many first.
So many first. Okay.
Oh, man. It's great.
We have the moderator on target with us tonight, Hannah Roll. She's in there. She's rocking it. So thank you, Hannah, for being in there. Be nice, be kind, have fun.
Yes.
Who else we got with us tonight, Fact Checker?
Yeah, lots of awesome people, of course. So let's see. Well, Bismo's in the chat.
Bismo!
I see Stormy noticed what you were wearing already.
Yeah.
Dude, I am a biz bro. We're going to talk
He's a
about it
biz
later.
bro.
Tease.
Nice.
Sorry, keep
Is that a
going.
thing now? Biz bro?
And he
Yeah, it
said,
is.
"Hey now, Sith Lord, talking to you, Nick. You try running
Yeah.
it."
Dang it. I could. Right into the ground.
Like a,
Like a true
spoken
Sith
like a
Lord.
true Sith.
A Sith Lord?
Oh, Sith. Those are our speciality. Immediately passes out.
Just gets destroyed.
Destroyed immediately. All right, keep going, Fact Checker.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, okay. Well, everyone's saying hi. So we've got, like you just said, Hannah Roll, awesome Hannah,
Oh,
awesome
yeah.
Leah, Olivia Roll. We also have Icy Stormy, Mrs. Manrique, Fair Electra, Hunter Davis,
Hunter Davis!
Skylark, Carla,
Go
Moonlight, Kirsten, Sonia.
Would you stop?
Sorry, I feel
You're
like
the
I need
hype
to be. I need to be fair. I'm trying to hype everybody that's in the
They,
chat.
they can hear her.
I know. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, it's there's let's see. I hope V stuff and things. Okay, I'm scrolling back. I don't want to miss anyone. Oh, Tamerkins is here.
yeah.
Let me know if I missed you, or if you're just hanging out in the background. Just give us a little thumbs up, and we'll give a shout out.
Yeah, give us a thumbs
Show your
up.
little thumbs.
Man, we appreciate all you. We are jazzed tonight. I think part of it is because I spilled my coffee right before
Yeah.
this, and it seeped into my leg. So I think through osmosis,
Nope.
it's got me more pumped.
You got you.
It got my leg muscles
You're off
pumped.
the rails now.
I'm definitely off the rails.
Just the innocent smile.
It's a smile. Oh man, yes, we got lots to get into. Thank you, everybody. I'm sure there's probably more out there. So if you just want
Yeah.
to jump in and be like, "Yo, what's their names here?" I don't know.
Yo, what's their names?
What's their names
What's their
here?
names?
Well,
Thanks
there's,
for being here.
there's probably the future people too.
The future people.
So hello.
Thank you. That sounds like a future me problem.
Right.
No, thank you, future people, and everybody who's here in the chat with us tonight. We appreciate every single one of yous. And before we move on, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us. Like this guy.
Yeah.
What's up? Wait, go back to that. Go back to
All right,
that.
we'll go back. Yeah, what?
Bewildered.
I like how Matt says so much just through his face.
He does.
the
Honestly.
facial
You gotta learn to
expressions.
do her.
Yeah.
Do 'em.
You gotta learn to do them, son.
Yes, I knew that.
Stop saying
I have
that.
a way with faces, not words.
I have a way with faces.
If anybody gets that reference that you keep saying, I will be very impressed.
If you missed it,
reference
it's
did you say?
yes, I know that.
Yes, I know.
Just like that. Yeah.
Just like that. If you know what that is.
If you know what that's from,
Oh, man.
or what character
I will
that is,
personally
that's
make
great.
a Wookiee cookie and send it to you.
Wow.
Really?
and then before he
Maybe
sends
not.
it, I'm gonna just smash my hand into it. My germs.
Fact check, you had something?
Yeah, I like what Empress said. See, that spilled coffee was a good sign of what's to come. So people are saying you probably
work?
didn't spill too
Ants?
much coffee because you're definitely jazzed up. So
I'm
they're
definitely
excited for the show.
I'm excited. I've been waiting all week for this. And I'm pumped.
And you spilt your coffee.
I spill it right before,
to
yes.
get the
and
ants.
Fair Electra said osmosis coffee.
Osmosis coffee. Definitely. All right. We got lots to get into. Let's keep moving. We got to keep moving. We got things to do. People to see. Somewhat.
People to beat.
All right. So
On the street.
On
we
the
usually
street.
like to start off the show with a question of the week. Which,
Icebreaker.
speaking of which, thank you everybody who submit a question. But we want more coming. Keep them coming. We're gonna get to them. It just takes time. Sometimes I like to link it with what's going on in the show. But today we got a good one. I'm pretty pumped because I made it up.
Oh,
You
wow.
didn't
No,
even
it just
use the
came to
ones
me.
they gave you? He said, nah, those aren't good enough.
No. We've gone through a decent amount.
Yeah, thanks for your questions, but they're terrible.
Definitely not. No,
That's
their
what he's really trying to
Their
say.
questions
Oh, no.
have been absolutely amazing, and we're gonna get right back to them.
But first,
First,
Dustin's
we're using
question.
his.
You're digging that whole
I'm,
Because it's
digging
better.
it. I'm sorry if I
Let's
offended
stop.
anybody. Oh no, I
We'll
thought
come
it was
back
good.
to it.
It's a fun one, okay, and it kind of applies. All right.
Yeah.
So the question of the week this week: get your thinking caps on.
It's not one of your guys's.
Yeah. It's not yours.
This is going off the rails.
Where's Dan when I need him?
Exactly.
All right, the question of the week this week is: what genre of Star Wars movie would you most likely to see made? Horror, rom-com, murder mystery, war, boots on the ground, Band of Brothers style? Let me know in the chat. We're going to hit it up here first, but I want to hear everybody. And also I would say get sweaty with it. Camera reset. Get sweaty with it because
Ew.
Get sweaty
Get
with
sweaty
it.
with it?
That's, I
it's
don't know
a
if
term,
that's-
guys. It's a term.
That
It's
is
like a
good
nerdy
sense,
term.
though, I feel
You guys
like.
never heard that term?
Get sweaty with it.
Yeah, man. It's like you get excited about it and then you get
Sweaty.
sweaty.
Like when I think sweaty, I think
It's a term, okay?
video gamers. A
Well,
bunch of sweats.
okay. Well, whatever you want
Get
to think about.
sweaty with it.
No,
Yeah,
well-
no, I'm gonna go run on the elliptical for about an hour.
Maybe do the steroid climbs.
Yeah. Stereo what? Say
I
that
don't know,
again?
I couldn't speak.
Yeah. Stereo to
What are they called?
I did the stepper.
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 Stepper of stairs.
Stepper of stairs.
The
I
stepper
try to
upstairs.
stay away from cardio. It's not my friend.
This has been working out with Matt on target.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, cardio's not great for you. Just think about it.
Just think about it.
Like you go running for a living. That's bad on your joints, man. Like, yeah, it'll probably help your heart, but your joints are going to deteriorate even faster. Now, water aerobics, that's where you do it.
Water aerobics.
Because you're lighter when the water's holding you up. And this has been Exercise Tips with Nick.
I really wish I had a stinger for that. Like, it plays right after. It's like educational. The more you,
You
know.
know.
That sounded like How
Like
does she know?
PSA, public service announcement.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Announcement.
I know. See, it's hard to say words.
Gosh, I'm like,
No, but the question of the week. Get sweaty about it. By that, I mean, tell us what director you want. Tell us who you would cast in it if you want to go that in depth. But let's kick us off. All right, Nick, you got one.
obviously, I would go for the horror rom-com murder mystery. All three rolled into one.
Oh dear.
You could really do it. Director. I don't know. I don't really know on that one. It'd have to be somebody outlandish. I don't know. Come back to me.
Okay. All right, we're going to move on. Matt, you got one? What kind of genre would you go for?
Obviously, war.
Yeah. That's my real answer. But I was trying to be funny.
What'd you say, rom-com?
I had all three put together. But no, the Band of Brothers one. That don't make that show.
Yeah, that's a good one. Band of Brothers style for sure.
Yeah.
You got any other? So you the war one. You got any favorite directors or actors that you throw in there?
Favorite actors?
Favorite actors?
Yep.
Mark Wahlberg, solid.
Mark Wahlberg.
The wall ball.
The weather.
The wall ball. No, all right. Save us, fact checker. You got what genre?
I don't know if I can. It's too late.
Well, it's too late.
It's too late.
I would definitely go with probably rom.
Don't let go, fact checker.
Oh no.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Probably rom-com. That just sounds good.
Lame.
Every time.
Hey, I thought
I'm
this
just joking.
was-
I love rom-com movies.
Oh, wow.
Dude, they're good.
Dark rom-com movies.
Whoa.
I actually,
Murder mysteries.
I wasn't even thinking about yours, but combining them all would be
Oh, dude, it'd be hilarious.
hilarious feat. Picture this. All right, you're on a Star Destroyer,
Yeah.
but there's a book about it actually in some ways.
Yeah.
But it's everybody's turned into zombies.
Death Troopers.
But like, what if you start like one end, but your love is stuck on the other end,
Yep.
and you have to get to them, and there's like funny things that happen along
Yep.
the way, but it's also a mystery of how it happened. So you're combining all the genres, and then you have a huge war scene at the beginning or end.
Yeah.
That combined them all right there, and you get Christopher Nolan to direct
Nolan.
it. I don't know if he'd have the comedy aspect. I think
would.
he'd do all right.
No.
He'd do all right. He has some comedy in his movies.
It'd have to be like Taika.
Yeah. It would
something.
have to be like
Yeah.
Tyga or something like that.
Because he can, like, it's funny, but then, like, serious moments get serious with him.
Yeah, and
For
they
sure.
hit hard.
Like 100%.
Oh, yeah.
They'll
They'll
hit you like a-
smack you.
Hit you like a
Ton of bricks.
sock full of nickels.
Butter.
Butter. Butter?
Butter. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Nick, to the genre of movie?
No.
Okay. All right. What's the chat? Let's let the chat save us again, fact check.
Yeah.
What's the chat saying? I saw a bunch of ideas coming through.
Oh yeah, they're pumping them out right away. So would you say they're getting sweaty with it?
Get sweaty.
I hope
Get
we never
sweaty
say
with
that
it.
again.
That is strange.
Come on, man. It just means get excited.
That
Get
goes
hyped.
to
Okay.
the
They're
graveyard.
hyped.
Have fun with it is what I mean.
The
I
graveyard
guess.
of Dustin's
And like
quotes.
sweaty in some ways means like you get like really nerdy about the details.
Just say get nerdy with it.
Well,
That sounds too
more,
nerdy.
it's more hygienic.
Say
though.
what you mean, man.
say what you mean. I can't. What you mean?
All
I
right.
spilled coffee. Go ahead.
Back on target.
Yep, back on target.
Okay, so yeah, we've got, let's see. Hannah says, I can never be surprised. I'm too good at mysteries, so I'd want it to be complicated as heck.
Yeah, that would be good. Like, what's a good murder mystery that you could actually put? Like Clue? I'm thinking like Clue, the old school movie Clue.
Yeah,
That was difficult to figure out.
sure.
Well, they had multiple different endings.
Right.
They did.
That's
3
why.
endings. That was difficult to figure out.
All right, sorry, keep going.
Yeah,
Patrick.
V7 thing says horror. I want horror.
Oh, boy.
Yep, that
I don't mind
Comedy
a good,
horror.
I don't mind a good horror
Dude,
movie.
comedy horror, like,
But my question is,
Yeah.
do you watch horror movies alone? Because if you do,
no.
you're kind of crazy.
You're kind of crazy. I don't know why you do that.
No, some people can, and
Yes, I
kudos
know
to
that, I know
them.
that.
That's not me. Hunter says horror Star Wars. Give me a yes on that.
Yeah.
Imagine running in the woods from the dreaded gonk.
Dude. Or,
Gone.
Classic.
Heck yeah, man.
Sky.
or
oh,
yeah. Remember that game mode?
Oh, yeah.
The Ewok
In,
one?
the Ewok.
That would be terrifying.
Dude, that would be absolutely
the
terrifying.
Ewok hunt. Yeah.
That was terrifying in Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
They had a game mode where it was like
pitch
nighttime,
black, and you can't see anything.
and you're a stormtrooper,
yeah, and you just hear a bunch of Ewoks running a boot.
and then your friends are just getting picked off like one by
Yeah.
one in the woods by Ewoks.
Yeah, that's what Mrs. Manrique was talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah.
We jumped the gun, Ms.
Sounds
Manrique. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
terrifying. No,
That would be
she's on the
absolutely-
same page. Oh, Kirsten Allen,
In
too,
the
yeah.
original Battlefront 2?
No, the newer.
No,
one.
in the newer
I
Battlefront
didn't even
2.
know
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yeah. They came out with a lot of stuff.
You had to pay for it, though, probably, eh?
Yeah, it's pay to win always. No, I'm sure. Keep
Free to
going.
play, but pay to win.
All right, a few other quick responses. Skylark says romance drama. That would be fun.
Dude, a good rom-com. I still...
No.
Sorry,
She
we
said
can't.
romance drama.
romance drama.
Romance drama.
That,
We'll get to
I
the
feel like that would
rom-com.
be a little bit
Like a
more
soap
difficult
opera?
to pull off in
Yes.
Star Wars, but I would like to see it, though. I would really like to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Matt just says,
What era would that be in? I feel like that'd have to be almost in like the prequel era. I think it would work out
Like
the
the
best.
old-
That would be cool. It's always best to throw back to an older time for romance, I think.
Even would you want it to be like high society
like High Republic
or High Republic
or
I
Old
guess?
Republic.
Or-
Yes.
Old Republic, I think, would be better.
Yeah, there could be a little bit more fantasy there with like, but
Yeah. Or you do Downton
across the
Abbey,
stars.
the lower ranked, meshing with the
I'm not
upper.
gonna lie, Downton Abbey is pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
Can't
but
say
that's
I've
off
seen
target.
Oh, that is off target.
All right, some other
way off
comments.
Okay,
You'll
yeah,
like
sorry.
this one.
Keep going.
Mrs. Manrique said Civil War documentary feel.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
That's
yes.
a good one. That is a very good one.
Oh, I mean, they already kind of. No, they don't really. But
They didn't
Umbara,
have no Civil War.
the Clone Wars,
that's what-
Umbara
yeah.
arc. That's kind of what it is in some ways.
Yeah.
Some ways. All right.
Shamway.
Okay, there's quite a few. So let me
Keep them
let
coming.
me rattle.
It's got the chat on fire, right? Am
Oh
I
yeah,
right?
yeah. They're.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, great
They're like-
ideas.
They're
This is
literally
what Disney
called
needs, and I'm
fire
sure you're
This
going to
is
get
what.
into it. but-
Yes, exactly. You guys out there make better Star Wars content than Star Wars does at the moment. It's crazy. And we're going to talk about that. We got a lot.
Yeah.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Fair Electra said, "I missed the question after sweaty. What was it?"
Oh man, we're all sweaty.
Moonlight Studio says, "I'd like to see more Western and/or samurai."
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would be
I mean that's
cool.
really going back. I didn't put that in there because Star Wars is kind of based around that. But yeah, if done well, that's what we need. I mean, yeah,
Yes.
really. Rebels is like Firefly in a lot of ways, which is a space western.
What's
So,
Firefly?
Firefly is a fantastic show, and if you haven't had a chance to see it, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
It's super.
It
good.
only lasted what?
It was
Two
one
seasons?
season.
One season.
One
and
season
then
they
a movie.
canceled it, and then it was so popular they ended up making a movie out of it.
Yeah.
It's so good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Not for kids though. Just
No, never gets so.
all right. Keep going.
All right. Tamerkin said a Star Wars musical, please.
Wow.
Star Wars musical.
Don't.
I mean, it is owned by Disney. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Maybe they-
Oh,
No, I won't say it.
that could be good though. Or what if you do it like was it Sweeney Todd?
Oh my god.
That's
A horror
What is
musical.
it? A dark musical? or
dark
something?
musical.
Yeah.
That is my favorite musical. It's very
There's
dark,
a lot of murder.
but it is very good. And the songs in there are actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't like
one
when-
musical I enjoy.
What's that, Matt? I want to know.
Yeah. Tell us with a straight face.
The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman.
I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty
Didn't
solid.
see that?
It was all right.
Hugh Jackman's in it. Jack Human.
you like-
Hugh Jackman.
Jack
Zac
Human.
Efron.
Yeah, it's Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron.
He's jacked.
He's human.
Hey, Luke. I see Luke just jumped in the chat. What's up, man? Thanks for joining.
What's up?
Yeah. What's your favorite musical, Nick? I want to know. Do you have a favorite musical?
Gosh.
That's how you know.
It's also probably the only one I've really watched because I try to stay away
like-
from them.
I don't know.
Oh, Sonia says Hamilton.
Maybe.
Hamilton.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
Well, I've heard some of Hamilton. It's pretty okay. Yeah, I don't really care for musicals.
My problem, the only thing with musicals for me is if it.
It's because they're singing.
Because they're singing
Yes.
and they're not talking.
not talking.
No, if there's like. If like every other sentence begins a song, that's when I start to have trouble
Well, that was like Les Miserables. Like that.
Isn't the whole movie?
The whole movie was them singing. I'm like, how do you watch that?
You don't?
I'd
Yeah,
be
that's
so done after like one sentence. I'd be like, oh no, please stop. Please don't.
Yeah.
What about you, Factchecker? I want to know, what's your favorite musical?
Oh boy.
You don't like musicals?
Not
Wow.
really.
Wow, these are some hot takes today. Sorry, everybody, if you don't like musicals
I would
out
say
there.
they're one of my least favorite genres.
I mean, what about like classic Disney movies? Wouldn't those technically
Fantasia?
be called musicals? Because they're always got
Don't like
songs.
Fantasia.
I like
Yeah.
Fantasia.
No.
What about like Beauty and the Beast? I mean, Beauty and the
Yeah,
Beast is
because
like a musical.
it's animated, so I feel like you can get away with it. When it's
Yeah.
live action, no,
Live action is
it's too
weird.
fake, in my
It's like-
opinion.
It just
in my
feels.
opinion. Sorry,
But you know what actually has a really good take on that is Enchanted.
that one
They
okay,
played
I
it
can-
well
they
because it's
did.
funny.
I can
Yeah.
get around that one. That's
they-
probably the best.
And they
yeah.
had him being like the guy. He's like, how does everybody know this song?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's
They
yeah.
just- they
fun.
call
And
out.
there's the Psych, the musical.
Yeah, that one
there
was-
was
that
enough
one
of the
was
story
good.
to flow. So those are the only two that
It
come
was
to
just.
mind.
It's still kind of goofy because you're like,
Yeah.
just go back to regular Psych, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're
love
way
Psych.
off.
We're way off
target.
target. All right, get us back.
Here we are.
Get us back. I know a lot of
Okay,
people
well,
had a lot of
there's a
stuff.
lot. We might not be able to go through
All right, that's
of
fine. No, we've
the
done a lot.
comments.
That's a great question. Keep them coming though, and
Yeah,
don't forget
good
to put them in the
stuff.
comments below, future viewers and current viewers. If you want to put more in there, we love seeing them. We love interacting with you guys. It's awesome. But yeah, sweet. We got more to get into. Let's keep moving. Let's moving into grooving.
I like to move it.
There was Kermit the Frog.
That was Kermit the Frog here. Oh yeah, actually, real quick, jumping on to what I said with Christopher Nolan, he did have this to say recently.
Boom.
Christopher Nolan is done directing the superheroes, leaves Star Wars on the table. All right, I wanted to get real quick. We're gonna go around and see what you guys think about this.
How big is that table?
Get out of here.
Gotta be
How big?
to
How,
leave Star
how big
Wars
is that
on it.
table to have all of Star Wars on it? And why is he leaving it? Did he put it there? Nobody knows.
These are the
I'm
big
sorry.
questions.
This boggles my mind.
These are the ones that need to be answered.
These
This
are
is
the real.
what keeps me up at night.
This is what keeps me up at
I
night.
have nightmares
You keep me up at
about
night.
how big that table is.
Okay, no, but seriously.
Proverbial table.
What do you think about this? This is crazy. That's kind of big news for me. He said he's not going to direct any more like superhero stuff.
I think he's just done doing it.
But he said Star Wars. He specifically said, "I'm leaving Star Wars
It's
on
not.
the table."
It's not superheroes.
No, I know.
He wants to focus on like multiple characters instead of just one.
Right. I get that. And that's why I think Star Wars, I actually really think he would do an incredible job in Star Wars.
Yes.
The only problem is that you'd have to break his one rule, which would be
I'm sorry I broke your one rule, giant bat.
no, the one rule would be special effects. With like the last two movies I think he did, he had zero special effects in them. And even in Oppenheimer, he said he had no special effects.
So
I'm-
those
I'm-
nuclear blasts
Yeah,
are real?
I know, that's why I'm like,
So basically, he destroyed an entire city.
yeah, I don't know. That's what's like. I'm very curious to see it. I haven't
How
seen it yet.
much? How much money did they spend on this movie? You know how much it is to buy a nuclear weapon? I mean, not that I've checked.
I'd say.
Do you
in
know
the
how much it is?
The billions, at least.
Millions. Honestly, yeah, I don't think you can even buy it.
No,
man.
no
Legally.
cities were harmed in the making of this film.
All the cities were harmed.
All
in
the
the making.
cities.
Everybody had to watch it in their theaters.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. For me though, I'm super pumped that he has that, and that means I think he wants to do a Star Wars movie. He's done so many different things and added to his repertoire. I just think it would be impressive. I think he could do an amazing job. He's such a great director. He knows how to put out great stories. Almost every single one of his movies that he's made, I have liked. The only one that I can appreciate but didn't absolutely love was Dunkirk. And don't hate at me for that, but I just
Did he not use any effects? In
no.
that
He
movie?
used zero CGI in that movie.
Oh, okay. You're saying CGI. You're not saying like practical effects.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I did
Yeah,
misspeak
because
on
I was
that.
like, I
No,
feel like he has had special effects in his movies.
I'm sorry. Special. Yeah, he has practical effects, but no CGI. Yeah.
Okay, why would he have to break that rule though in Star Wars?
Because Star Wars with spaceships and stuff like that, unless it's like only on one planet, like
Yeah,
he
he'd
could
have
do
to
that. But I don't know. I'd want to see a space epic with
It'd be
him,
like
you know.
the Siege of Umbara on boots on the ground, and that's it.
That would be. He would do a
And it's
fantastic
like,
job.
You know, the whole campaign. It's a mini series. He could do a mini series.
Actually, you know what he would have really excelled at? Speaking of like character studies with Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
he could have really done a great job with the Obi-Wan series. If you would have put him in charge of an Obi-Wan movie or series as a character study of him getting through his PTSD after, you know, everything going on, that would have been a fantastic film. I think that would have blown everybody out of the water.
Yeah. Actually, you know how I think he did Oppenheimer without special effects? Do you remember in Solo?
Did you say Oppenheimer?
Did I?
No.
No, you didn't.
I don't think so. But do you remember in Solo when they're stealing that fuel and then one of the crates drops and hits that mountain and then like implodes?
Yes.
That was all practical effects.
That was practical effects?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It was just they filmed it separately and then put it in that scene.
Oh, okay. I see. Like kind of layered
digitally had it. Yeah.
But it was a practical effect.
It was a practical effect.
Dang, that's impressive. That's cool. Well, when you got limitless money,
Yeah.
you can blow up
Or
a
maybe
mountainside.
he has his own nukes. Nobody knows.
Nolan's
I thought
got
the
nukes. I think hashtag Nolan's got nukes.
I thought the Earth was off of its axis a little bit.
He's got nuclear storytelling.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, you're not wrong.
All right. What do you think, Matt? What's your favorite Christopher Nolan movie? Say it right now. And
Without thinking.
What?
It's definitely The Dark Knight. Let's move on.
The Dark Knight.
What movie is he
That's
in?
all I can say.
Is that what you said?
What
No,
movies did he make?
What did he make?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Wow, fact checker throwing
Come at me,
shade.
We're practically in two different counties.
Was he just
over here.
DC?
What?
Was he just DC?
Yeah, he didn't do anything Marvel. He did Batman. He did the Batman, The Dark
I'll
Knight.
be 100% honest. I don't know if I've seen a single Batman movie.
Wait a minute. What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you not watch the Batman with us?
No. I was busy or something. I can't remember, but I couldn't make it that night.
He wasn't there.
This is blasphemy of the highest order.
I'm shell shocked.
I mean, it's not as bad as like something Star Wars, but you never seen any of the Batman movies?
I don't think so. Maybe I've seen like.
You haven't seen
parts
The
of
Dark
it.
Knight?
I have not.
Dude, The Dark Knight's
Oh.
probably like the best one. Well, I mean, besides, you know,
That is a top. The Dark Knight in general is a top 10 movie, like
besides the campy ones. I love the campy
top
ones.
10 movies of all time ever made.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch that movie and you're gonna love it, and I know you will. We got things to keep moving on. I can't even.
What
process
else
this
have
right
you
now.
been lying about?
I never told you I have watched them. This question just never came up before.
It's like the Lord of he's never watched Lord of the Rings either.
That's true. Or Hobbit.
We don't have to call everything out, but that one was definitely
Add
that
it to
hurt
the
my
list.
soul.
Oh no, add it to the list.
No, and out of everybody though, I think Matt would love that movie though.
He
The Dark
would.
Knight. You would absolutely love
You
that
really
movie.
would, Matt.
All right,
The chat agrees.
I'm shocked.
I am
See,
perplexed.
I am
Did someone
puzzled.
say DC's greater than Marvel?
They said DC
Okay, calm
sucks
down.
except for Wonder Woman. Somebody wrote that.
Man, that was dark. You
Yeah.
sure this isn't a DC?
I'm
movie?
more of a
you sure you're not a DC villain?
Fair Electra,
depends.
interrogate the Matt.
Interrogate them. That's pretty much what we just did.
Sorry,
We just put
Matt.
Matt on trial. How do you feel about that, Matt?
You got any more questions?
Yeah, no more questions.
That's
Man, who's your favorite DC villain? Since you've never seen any Batman movies. Is he gonna say something?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you even know any DC villains?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
in the shows, because I've watched like,
Arrow. You
Flash
watched
and
Arrow.
and
There you go.
stuff.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
But
Okay,
I
much
mean,
to see.
I don't know
Yeah.
about my favorite.
How about the
Sorry.
You know
silver-
what?
Say.
Deathstroke, probably.
Deathstroke.
Yeah, that's
There
a
you
really
go.
good one. All right, you've redeemed yourself slightly, but
It's also
You gotta
a
watch that
cop-out
movie.
answer.
no, it's good. All right, we got a lot still. All right.
Skylar, shocked on target.
Shocked,
on target.
dude.
Someone else said, "Wait, why are they silent?"
Yeah.
After the shocked faces, or
I was perplexed. I could have sworn I made you go see that movie with me.
Did you ever watch Lego Batman?
I don't know if I did see that.
Sacrilege!
oh no, moving
No,
on.
we gotta
moving
go.
on.
You
just not like-
we got lots
keep
to
it
do.
Do you
rolling.
not like Batman?
All right,
No, I
Ben,
have nothing against Batman. I don't know. I just never done it. I never watched it.
My brain
Green Lantern
hurts.
show is basically Batman,
Yeah.
I did see Green Lantern.
or not Green Lantern.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
Green
gonna
Arrow.
say, I was
Wow,
like,
that was
Green
blasphemy.
Lantern.
Oh, yeah,
I just
Arrow,
said
yeah,
Green
yeah.
Arrow. All right. We're gonna get off this subject. We're back to Star Wars. We got lots to get into, but first we have some announcements.
Oh, my head.
I know. I don't even know right now.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in as we're shocked on target.
Shocked on target.
All right, the first announcement though. Don't forget to check out our page, our store is what I meant to say.
Our page.
Boom. We got the store. We got merch. If you guys want to support us in our work here, just buying some merch really helps us out.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everyone. I know we got some pictures in people with
interact.
the merch. And
There you go.
it is awesome.
You can do it, man.
Yeah, check it out.
We got some tankety tank tops.
We got some tankety tanks.
Why is it like
We got some
peach and then red?
got
Look,
some
I just wanted to
hats.
throw some color in there, okay?
homie.
So you throw peach and red?
I'm going to throw your face up on a
Oh!
t-shirt.
Okay.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I think I'm going to do that now.
Yeah.
Can I sell your likeness?
I mean,
got a little mug.
technically,
Yeah, dude, we got
yes.
lots of good stuff
Got-
in here.
See, and then everything else is black and white. And then there's, ooh.
Yeah, well, you got
color.
to pop some color, you know?
Yeah.
Stay on target, my homies.
It's just
gonna
bad
pop
color.
some-
Anyway,
Okay.
check it out. We appreciate everybody and everybody who's bought one already and for sending that in. You guys rock. And also our next thing, too, is check out our Instagram. We
Big
got
stuff.
cool stuff going over there.
Do
If
we
you haven't
now?
already,
I love how he's like trying to sell this.
He's like, it's
I like how you're working against
They're
them.
already subscribed.
We're on the same team,
You're
man.
supposed to be like, tell your friends about the Instagram. The Instagram.
The Instagram.
The Instagram.
That's how much.
That's how much
That's how
Nick
you,
uses
Yeah,
it.
that's how you know I don't use it.
We
He
usually
doesn't
do
use
some
the
behind the scenes
Instagram.
stuff on Instagram. It's fun. It's some goofy stuff, but it's a lot of fun. So definitely check it out if you get a chance.
Little chance.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Nick.
No, do listen to me.
Next announcement.
Well, real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter
Yeah.
said, buy merch, you clowns. I keep buying the tanks.
I keep buying the tanks.
Hunter's just
And-
bought like 8 all different colors of the tanks.
I wish we could sell tanks.
And
Actual tank.
What about
dear.
nukes?
no, just
No, we are not.
don't
This is not
Listen,
the black market.
What about
Yeah.
donuts?
Black market on
Donuts.
Target.
B7 things asking, do we sell hoodies?
Oh,
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
We do have a hoodie on there. If now I'm gonna have to bring it up. Hang on, just one sec.
Oh,
And
no.
then while you're doing that, Bismo said excited for the trucker hat to come in hopefully soon. That's awesome. Thanks, you guys.
Bismo is the man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Biz. Man.
Thanks for the biz.
Speaking of Biz, I'm a Biz bro.
Yeah, they
I'm a
can't-
biz bro.
They can't see that. We're tiny on their
Oh.
screen.
We're tired.
I couldn't even see
I'm a
it.
Biz.
I'm a
Biz bro.
You are struggling, man.
You
I'm
are
riding the
on
struggle
the
bus
struggle bus.
Like I could be
Awkward.
I'm just
quiet.
Target.
excited. I got this shirt. It's awesome.
I could be quiet and you'd still be struggling.
Go check out Bismo's merch store, okay? I don't have the link here, but I'm sure you can find it on his page, and we'll try and post it in the chat when we get a chance. But yeah, go check out
okay.
his merch and support him over there. He rocks. Much to see. Moving on.
He's in
Keep
the
going.
chat, so if they click on his link,
Oh, yeah.
they
Yeah,
can
click
go
on
to his
his
page.
name.
That might just be easier.
That's
Sorry,
why we
I'm-
have the
I'm-
fact checker. No, you did your job wonderfully there.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, yes.
All hail the fact checker.
And that's one for the fact checker.
That's all right. Next, speaking of Bismo, we got something special coming up. And I am excited
It's right there. It's up. There you go.
because I am going to be on Bismo's show, his live show tomorrow
Yes.
at 8
What?
Central and 9 Eastern. I always screw that up. But he's going to be live over there on his channel, on the Bismo channel. So if you haven't yet, go like every single one of his videos, comment on every single one, and tell him Stay on Target sent you. But then also get ready for that live stream because it's coming in hot tomorrow. I am so excited.
And
we are
nervous.
going to have a blast, and it's going to be so much fun. So definitely go over there, like it, hit the bell so you get the notification for when we're going live tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. I am so excited, and we're going to have fun. I'm just pumped. I can't even say enough good things.
Yeah, what he said.
He's
But
also
yeah.
super nervous.
Definitely
So
go.
if you call him out on it, he'll get even more nervous.
No,
Do it.
I don't get nervous. I get sweaty.
Yeah. He is that.
Oh, back to
He
the
gets
sweaty.
sweaty with it.
But definitely go check him out, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Bismo said, "Heck yeah, pumped to have you on, Dustin."
Thanks, Biz. I'm
Dustin.
pumped to be there.
Dustin.
Pumped
to have you on.
Dustin.
I paused awkwardly.
Good job, Dustin.
Good job, Dustin.
I didn't say it like that.
You said it
Yes,
great.
you did.
And that's the rest of
Oh,
the
man.
show.
Must you see moving on?
Wow. I hope the chat is still enjoying this.
I think so.
I
They're
think
dropping
they
some
hate it.
They're
laughing
probably
faces.
wheezing. They're laughing so hard.
All right. And
Yeah, that's what it is.
speaking of another announcement, we're excited to. This is a new announcement too. Here, it was a new one for that, but we got another new announcement that's coming up. Get ready, it's awesome, and we're gonna hit you with it right now. We are so pumped and excited to have the one, the only, the Bismo. So thanks for being here. Bismo's here, everybody. Yes, Bismo's in the house.
There he is.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm super pumped to just be on here and talk everything Star Wars.
He's got so many hot takes, baby. So we're excited to announce that Bismo's going to be on our channel next week. So save the date. It is the 26th. He's going to be here 26th, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm struggling to get my words out. But we are excited to have him back. He's been on our show once, and we're excited to have him back for another showing. And it's going to be so much fun. We got so much Star Wars stuff. We were talking the other night, and just in our talk alone, we talked for a long time about. We were trying not to. It's funny though, because we try not to talk too much Star Wars, so we can save it for the shows, which is very difficult to do because all we want to talk about is Star Wars pretty much together. But definitely save the date for that. That's next week, so a week from today. Come back because Bismo is going to be on our show, and it's going to be awesome. So you definitely don't want to miss that. Tomorrow I'm going to be on his. Then next week. He's going to be on ours. It's a nice crossover we got going on there, and it's going to be exciting. So that's a super awesome announcement. I was really excited to show that one.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you
Couldn't
were.
even speak.
He couldn't even speak. Couldn't even get the words
couldn't
out.
Chat is excited. Both collabs.
I'm so excited.
And, yeah, it's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that we can do these crossovers. These crossover streams are like some of my favorites.
Right.
It's so much fun. And I know he's going to be having more guests in the future, so stay tuned for more announcements on that. And definitely always check out his show every Thursday.
Bismo said, "Yeah, we got to cut it off short sometimes. Could just talk forever."
We could, man. It's so true.
Does take a
Fair
while.
Electra, mark the calendar. Yep, you got it. Oh, so
Mark my
V's.
calendar.
Yep.
Definitely.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks,
Love it.
thank you, everybody, for doing that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have not another announcement.
What do we
but
got, Dustin?
It's a segment, new segment that not really new, but we've done it a few times, but never officially. So we officially have a new segment called Food on Target.
Food on target. What's the stinger, man?
I don't have the stinger, but
You gotta get with it.
I know. I'll
Get
use
with
the
the
stinger.
program, homie.
But no, it's this week. I propose a question. I think it is apt. It is very
It's apropos.
for tonight, especially what I did earlier.
Yeah.
But the question on this Food on Target, I think it's going to spark some good dialogue here, is how do you like your calf coffee? That's Star
Your baby
Wars.
cows.
Yeah.
So calf and
Your
Star
baby
Wars
cows.
is coffee. So
like-
how does everybody
I like
like their coffee? I want to know here,
rare.
and I want to know in the chat, baby, and future commenters as well.
There is a caveat because there was some discussion about this before the show started.
Oh, snap.
Some people don't drink coffee. So what would you?
Okay, so like,
well,
we'll
you're
say-
wrong.
We'll say like tea. We'll say tea then. Tea or another drink
No,
that you
it
like
doesn't
that
work.
you have a lot.
What is the Star Wars equivalent to tea?
Yo mama?
Wow.
Sorry, I'm totally joking. That was a terrible joke. All right.
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good.
Thanks, Matt.
Man, I will punch you in the teeth.
Do it. They're right here.
No violence inherent in the system. If you get that reference,
Help, I'm being
don't.
repressed.
I appreciate you. All right.
Matt's never seen that movie either.
What movie is
Don't
it?
start. Don't start.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Matt,
All
how
right,
old
what's-
are you?
All right, Nick.
You know.
Yeah.
Nick, what is your favorite?
I like
Coffee.
my calf on my leg.
Darn you.
Got him.
Seeping into my.
You have 5 seconds.
Okay, 1, 2,
Oh my
3.
gosh.
No, I like. I mean, we had that caramel macchiato,
Ooh.
iced caramel macchiato from a restaurant.
Someone nice must have gotten that for you.
Yeah, I didn't ask for it, but I got one. But there's actually one.
Spoken like a true Sith.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that one. That's just generally all around a good one.
Interesting stuff. You heard it here first, folks.
Yes.
Matt, what about you?
what
Do you like
drinking?
coffee? Are you
dislike it?
you're like a creamer with a hint of coffee kind of guy?
He takes his sugar with coffee. and
Coffee's
cream.
just on an occasion.
Okay, it's more on occasion with you. If you had to choose between having it hot or cold, what would it be?
What's the temperature outside?
It's warmish. So you're saying
All right.
lukewarm?
So if it's in the winter, you like it hot. If it's in the summer, do you like it cold?
Sure.
Is room temperature coffee a thing?
Yeah, I mean, if you put it in a room and you get it to room temperature.
I mean, I'm sure people. Yeah.
Wow, you just blew my mind.
I thought I would.
This is
So
riveting
good.
stuff, people.
This is
riveting
I would
stuff
say
here
I-
at Stay on Target,
I-
Food on Target segment. What, Matt? You come back to you? You got more? Send it.
I just don't really drink a ton of caffeine.
Okay, I'm really starting to wonder why he's even on this show.
Oh
To
my
be honest, like
You got like 10 strikes against you right
Like-
now.
I drink. I really don't. I mean, I'll have like a
You really do.
energy drink here and there.
But it's not coffee. That's energy.
Right. I'm just not about
What is-
coffee.
You just don't like coffee flavoring? You like the energy?
Well, it just doesn't. I don't feel like it gives me any energy. Coffee, so it's just
Oh, just elevate your heart rate?
not even. Bro.
Makes you
I don't know, bro.
Makes you tired and makes your heart beat faster at the same time. I'm sweating.
Technically,
But I'm
caffeine is
exhausted.
a drug, and what
Yes,
it does
dopamine.
is it technically just shuts off the
Receptors
receptors in
in
your
your
brain,
Telling
that
you
tell
you're
you're
tired.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually give you energy, but it fools you into thinking you're more awake than you are.
Yeah.
My brain don't let it do that.
But yeah, well, what about you, fact checker? I know you like coffee.
I like it sweet, I guess. I'm not, well, I don't like caramel, so sorry,
What?
I might get some hate for that. I know,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
There are so many revelations.
What
tonight.
is going on tonight?
Are we in opposite
Oh, I don't like
worlds?
Who doesn't like caramel?
Are we in an alternate
Not in
dimension?
my coffee. I don't mind
see.
it.
That's
in
where
other
if I'm
things.
gonna
Am I being-
drink a coffee, I would like caramel in it.
You would? Okay.
I don't
okay.
necessarily want caramel elsewhere, but in a coffee.
I'm the odd person out. That's fine.
Wait, you
I'm
don't-
okay with that.
Wait, you don't want caramel elsewhere, but in coffee it's fine? You don't even drink coffee.
But when I do,
What I do, I just get caramel and put it in there.
I
It's
get
practically
half caramel, half coffee.
caramel fee.
Caramel fee.
It's not it's caramel.
Carl.
Oh man, I miss Carl the Mythosaur.
I do too.
Put it on a shirt.
I miss that show being good.
All right, but we got a lot of
it at?
comments here.
Yeah,
with
can you go
the,
through
let's
some of
let's
the
go
chat?
through some of these chat here with the comments. With the
Yeah.
wow, the chat with the comments. I can say words.
Just go through the chat.
Man, lots of stuff. Tamara said, "I will drink coffee anyway." LOL. I'm gonna keep going back. Wow,
Yeah, keep going,
There's
keep
a
going, keep
lot
You
here.
can do it.
Where did we start? All right, how do you like your coffee? Perfect. Hunter Davis says, "I like my coffee in the dumpster."
Boom.
Nix's Apprentice was starting off strong.
Well,
You got to strike
Moonlight
against you.
Studios says, "I like." Nope.
I don't drink coffee. Caffeine makes me sleepy.
Wow.
Matt,
Yeah.
you got
Sometimes
a
it does have
kindred
the.
spirit.
You have ADD, don't you?
You have ADD, don't you?
Or whatever. Isn't it like when you have ADHD or something? Because my buddy does it. If he drinks coffee, it calms him down, actually.
Yeah, I think it
that's
does have
interesting.
a reverse effect on people with like ADD or ADHD or something like that.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Facts on target.
Facts on target, baby. Fact checker. Actually, that was Matt. Matt the Matt checker. Ooh, Matt checker. He's with us tonight. Icy Storm says, "I don't drink coffee, so I can't answer that." Oh,
So
sorry.
answer tea.
Let us know. Yeah, tea
kind of
or
tea?
any other kind of drink.
How
Do
do
you
you
like
drink your
just
tea?
water? Do you like water with
You
lemon?
like tea?
Do you like
I love myself some tea.
water with
Drinking tea.
kiwi?
Lemon?
Kiwi water. Some
Kiwi
people like
water?
kiwi water. That's supposed to be pretty good.
I
That seems
about that.
really
I
sour.
love kiwi. Kiwis don't. I feel like it wouldn't infuse a lot of flavor.
No.
No.
Well, that's kind of like cucumber water.
I'll just
It's
say
supposed to be refreshing.
I went to a spa once and they had kiwi water, and for some reason it tasted really good.
Wait,
there.
whoa, hold up.
When'd you go to a spa?
You went to
without
a
us?
spa? No, not without us. I don't care.
I want a massage.
What is happening tonight? What is going on?
It's like revelations on Target.
I thought you were a man.
Men can go to
Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
Men.
right before.
But
a
like, what
huge
the heck? You
workout.
want any more bombs to drop on us? Oppenheimer?
Maybe a nuke. That's how it ends the show. It's just an explosion. I hope not.
You gotta get to some
back up.
Star
Okay, did
Wars
you go by
stuff.
yourself or did you go
No, it was with my wife. At
with
the
your
time, yeah.
with your wife at the time?
I mean, my wife. Not at the time. I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
oh my gosh, she's
No, I
She's
mean your
watching
wife.
right
I
now.
just meant my
This is
wife.
crazy.
Standing
It was
above
with
us.
my
I meant at
second
that
wife.
time with my wife.
Yeah, sure
Sorry,
you did.
That sounded horrible.
That's exactly.
man.
Cover, man.
I think, yeah. Anyway,
They have some things
You're
to
gonna be
work
sleeping
out,
on the
apparently.
couch tonight. Not gonna lie, that is unforgivable. What you just did.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's going to be at least a week.
I don't get nervous.
She's
I get
already
sweaty.
moving your stuff out to the yard. She's like, oh, this will show him.
She knows what I mean. She knows what I mean.
Does she?
You're really blushing right now. I hope you know that. It's not just the camera.
Yes, I know that. I knew that.
Yes, I knew that.
All right, no, we got lots more here. Hannah, our own Hannah Roll says,
Our own.
I drink water and then also protein infused water. That's it.
Nice.
Wow.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That is fancy. That sounds fancy. Is that fancy?
Sounds really healthy.
It sounds super healthy, which is awesome.
Protein infused? Is that I didn't know that was a thing.
I just
a thing.
mix half and half water and milk, then put my
I was gonna
protein
say,
in it.
I just drink half and half creamer.
No, I thought you were just going to say
No,
half
like when I make
water and half
protein shakes. When I make protein shakes,
That's- oh, so
I
that
do
is it.
half and half.
That's how you. Come on, Dustin. You're better than this.
Apparently not. Apparently not, my friend. All right.
With my wife at the time.
Stop it. These stuffing thing says, I like my coffee iced with cream and sugar. Classic.
It's a good one.
We can all relate.
That's just a classic.
Bismo says black or cold and overly sugary with whipped cream and overpriced from Starbucks.
There you go.
I don't.
Hey, you
I
gotta-
don't mess with Starbucks. They're
I
too
don't-
expensive.
I don't mess
Mess
with.
with Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean, they're still good though. I mean, there's good things from there. You gotta have a nice treat every once in a while. I'm not saying it's an everyday situation.
Oh, it's an everyday
like
situation.
going to the spa.
Like going to spots
stay
every
away
once in a
from it,
while
dude.
with your wife.
I don't think I've ever been to the spa.
At the time.
And I don't have a wife, so that makes sense. Yeah, with our wife, your wife at the time,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
To be
Okay.
clear,
With
at
my
the time.
second wife.
Ms. Reminick says, whatever the barista says is his or her favorite, as long as it's not too sweet. Okay, good. Good choice.
So you're really
I liked
putting your
it.
hands into a stranger.
I'm gonna give you a triple shot of espresso.
That could make or break your day.
Wasn't
Well,
there? Isn't
apparently
there
it's
one?
worked out 'cause she keeps doing it. So.
Isn't there one at Starbucks you can get and it's 3 shots of espresso?
I think so.
Oh, you could
And
probably
it's
get
called
5, bro.
like it's called something.
It's a
goofy,
free.
and I don't
It's
remember
free
what
country,
it is.
dude.
It's free country, dude.
Triple Shot Friday. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like
All
a heart
right.
attack shot or something.
Moonlight
I think that's
Studios.
what they call it.
Moonlight Studios says Dragon Fruit Refresher is good. Yeah, that sounds good.
yeah.
Dragon Fruit.
That's
That's
Starbucks.
that's
That is
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Yeah.
I know because the way it is.
I know. You can tell by
It
the
says
way
dragon
is.
fruit.
Christina says, I prefer tea, English, breakfast, or something fruity.
Something fruity.
Nice.
Something fruity.
Do something fruity. If you know that reference, you're old.
No, but good choices, Kirsten.
Shy Cacti said strawberry boba tea is my go-to. I've never tried boba tea.
I
boba
love
tea. No.
boba tea.
I
Yeah.
have a friend that loves boba tea.
I want to
That's
try
me.
it.
I'm
Sounds
your
good.
friend that
No,
loves
I
boba
don't.
tea.
You're not my friend anymore.
I haven't had boba tea, but I feel like I wouldn't like it.
I don't think anybody's had bobo tea, man. I don't think that's a thing. Nah, it's if you don't like, it's a texture thing.
Yeah, see, I'm not a texture guy. I don't know.
I'm not a texture guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like milk tea with
Dude,
boba.
boba tea should definitely be in a Star Wars restaurant, though.
It should.
Like Boba Fett tea.
That Star Wars restaurant that we're gonna
and
make.
we're going to definitely make someday and make
And we're gonna
billions
speak
and billions of
nothing but Hatis. So you
The
gotta
whole
be
time.
You got to be a sweaty fan,
That would be awesome. And,
not literally.
oh, dude.
Please.
No,
Metaphysically.
you have to
There'll
walk
be
in
AC
sweaty. If
inside.
you're not
Yeah.
sweaty when you get there, we can't
Yeah.
serve you.
Daiwanawanga.
Daiwanawanga. No, what would be awesome? I just lost it. Dang it.
Yeah.
I had something great.
Wasn't important then.
Apparently not. All right.
What would be awesome?
Moving
We were
on.
talking about a Star Wars cafe.
Yeah.
With Boba Tea.
Yeah.
Or as Matt calls it, Bobo Tea.
Boba Fett tea. All right, we got a lot. We still got a lot to cover here. Any other ones stick out to you? I know everybody's got some great comments.
Hunter
in there.
Davis had an oddly specific one that scares me.
I thought he
What
said
was
the
it?
dumpster.
Which one was that? The dumpster one was hilarious. But then, are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
I like my tea ice cold with a bucket of cane sugar served to me by a 70-year-old lady after I slaved over a deck in 90-degree summer heat.
Oh,
Wow.
It sounds like
Vaguely
maybe that
specific.
happened recently.
Yeah, I feel like that might have happened.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that does sound like a very refreshing drink at
Oh,
that
man.
point in time.
Especially when you've been slaving over a... How did you put it? A deck in 90-degree
Yeah.
Yeah,
summer
dude.
heat.
No wonder he needs those
You're
tanks.
sweating so bad, and then you drink that, and you're just like, oh, yes. This is the stuff.
This is the stuff.
This is the stuff.
Oh, yeah, bud.
Oh, yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, that was a good one, man. You guys all have some
Getting
great.
her
You guys have some great comments. Thank you guys for putting them in there. I'm sorry if we didn't get to them. We're trying to get to as many as we can,
Yeah.
but we can barely get through our own words. So let's keep going. We got lots of stuff. We got some news that we're going to get to next. Do you want to say something before we move on, fact checker?
Yeah. Is this something to do with mapping things?
What's mapping?
Mapping?
Is that next?
Yes,
Maps.
that
Okay,
is
good.
next.
Yeah.
Are we making
Mrs.
maps?
Manrique was hoping we'd get to that.
I did see that. Yep. So we did have some news. We did have some news drop. Bloop.
What else dropped, Dustin?
Don't worry about it. No, but so Star Wars Outlaws, they just came out and said that their maps are going to be the biggest, basically.
The biggest.
The biggest.
Compared to what?
Size similar to
Yeah.
two Assassin's Creed Odyssey zones.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Assassin's
Star
Creed
Wars-
Odyssey had a large map.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. So Star Wars Outlaws won't procedurally generate planets, unlike Starfield, which is interesting too. That's another topic that I wanted to get into and show to you guys. But there's a lot of stuff here. The planets in Star Wars Outlaws will be handcrafted rather than procedurally generated, and equivalent in size to 2 zones in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Matt, you played this one quite a bit.
Oh,
This
Odyssey.
game, yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, that's a pretty big size, isn't it?
Yeah, it is 100%.
What were you doing?
My thumb really
like,
hurts. I jammed it yesterday.
Sorry, dude, I should have warned you before I did that.
I jammed it yesterday.
Doing...
Trying to play basketball.
Okay.
Not trying to. I was playing basketball.
I was trying to. I was figuring it out.
Yeah, it was great.
You know, you just bounced the ball. I couldn't figure it out.
You jammed it, but yeah. Speaking of jamming,
Speaking of jam,
what do you in Odyssey? You said those were massive maps.
Yeah,
those were the biggest maps, right?
yeah, that was large.
what does it mean by
in
zones?
charge. I assume the different islands they have on it,
Okay.
maybe
Oh,
because
right.
they have zones broken
Yeah.
up into like what areas, and there's multiple different islands. I would say there's 8.
Wow,
Yeah, maybe.
8 islands.
8 or more.
I haven't played it in a while. I haven't really been playing much Xbox at all recently.
I know, right? Summer happens, and it's hard to do that in some
But
ways.
yeah,
But I knew that one. That was one of your favorite games. In the,
I liked it, but at
series.
the same time, it wasn't super Assassin's Creed
It wasn't Assassin's Creed.
but it was still a solid game.
solid game. Yeah, but so anyway, they're saying developer Massive Entertainment with publisher Ubisoft proudly claimed the game was the first ever open world Star Wars game, which is still not exactly true
Technically
because
not true.
there's more games out there that are open world, but in the way that maybe they have it completely not generating the same way. It's all handcrafted, which I do really like that.
Yeah.
I thought you guys would like that too.
It's gonna suck.
But okay, calm down. Also, they say it's a crude analogy, but the size of one planet might be about equivalent to 2 of the zones in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for example. That was the creative director there. It could be 2 to 3 zones, but it's not, this sort of epic, the whole of England recreated approach.
This is by Ubisoft, correct?
Yes, this is by Ubisoft.
Yes, I know that.
It says it's unclear how many planets, but there are going to be multiple planets, it sounds like. It's unclear how many planets will be included in the game, though Garrity, which is the developer, I believe, confirms we haven't procedurally generated an entire planet. So that means it's all made by them, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Are you guys tickling each other?
Oh, he's got his knee
I
like
was
in
scratching
my leg.
my
I'm like,
knee.
what are you doing?
I didn't know it was in your leg.
Yeah, man, I can feel it.
Well, stop
Okay.
doing that.
Stop sitting sideways.
But he goes on to talk a little bit more. As for space itself, players will be able to explore the near orbit of each planet or moon, flying freely in that space and battling the Empire. However, players will land at specific points and won't be able to fly freely above a planet's surface.
So it's
But-
the Republic.
it's restricted open world
Yeah.
game.
Oh, so they're restricting us already.
No, but
Yeah.
well,
There's
not really.
invisible walls on the planets, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna. Be,
I want to see the whole planet.
But you're gonna be able to explore so much and
Am
go
I, though?
straight into space. I love the fact that you can get in the ship.
We
and
need
then
No
fly
Man's
out into
Sky.
outer
We
space.
need No
Star
Man's Sky,
Wars.
man. That's what we need.
Okay,
All
but
of
I'm actually liking what they're giving us now.
No, it
I'm-
should
I'm,
be all right.
It's gonna suck.
I'm cautiously optimistic about
I'm
it.
optimistically cautious.
Yes, they're saying we're really focusing on what open world means to the player, which is
And they
means
still
open.
can't figure it out.
Means no boundaries.
It means there's literally the whole world you can go to and not be stopped by invisible walls.
and that's kind of what they're saying. They said, which is
No,
full
that's not
freedom
what they're
of
saying.
approach. So they're saying
No.
full
They're
freedom,
saying full freedom of space approach.
not just space.
But
No, it's on the planet too.
Points on the planet and the moons. Specific points won't be able to fly freely above the planet's surface. That means there's going to be only an area open. It's not the whole.
Above the planet.
No. On the planet.
No,
when you
no.
land, you can't fly over the planet. It's just going to be a certain point, and that there's going to be a certain amount of land, and that's it.
Okay.
Like the whole planet
But-
isn't explorable.
But the map is still, it's not the whole planet.
They
Yes.
said one planet is the equivalent of 2 of those zones.
Yeah, which is pretty massive
They
though.
don't
and that's
know how
where you
many
can explore.
planets there will be.
I mean,
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, open world means open world.
Open
Doesn't
world
mean,
be
like-
good to me, bro.
A 10% section of the world.
right. I see
That's
what
not
you're
what
saying.
that means.
I see what you're saying. I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're saying the right things for me here, at least. It's not perfect.
They
because
know how to get you going.
Yeah.
They know how to hype you up. See, I don't trust them.
I
They're
didn't
probably
want to
going to
touch.
be like, oh, man, it's all open world and stuff. And then they're going to be like, actually, it's
And
like
then
super
boom.
linear. And there's no open world at all. And you're going to be like, you guys lied to me. Oh, it doesn't matter now. You still bought the game.
Yeah,
Nothing you can do about that.
if they do super linear, I will definitely be very disappointed.
Yeah.
At this point, they can't. If they do that, there will be revolts.
See,
in the
that's why
street.
I'm kind of hoping for the next one to be really open world, like literally open world and open
Literally.
universe. Because it'd be nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
This one, it'll be fine, I'm sure, but you'll get to a point and you're like, kind of like with Jedi Survivor, like it is open world, but
Is
you
it
can't
though?
go everywhere.
It's not open. Yeah, that one's linear.
That one's definitely more linear. I don't think this one's going to be like
Because you
that.
got your specific paths you got to take.
Yeah, for sure. But it is more than the first game, I'd say. There's definitely more you can explore in this game, but
Yeah.
you're right. The
but
paths
it's
are still linear.
It's still restricted.
But and that's why. But to your point, in some ways, that's why I'm excited in this game to be more like an Assassin's Creed, which is what I've always wanted in Star Wars, so that you can explore. Now, when it comes to the story and stuff like that, I'm not sure. But when it comes to gameplay, it sounds pretty fun to me for the fact that we're finally going to have. It's going to be like that game, but
Do you
less
get to
linear. It's going
create
to
your
be,
own character?
No.
No, you do not. That is another
Also another
negative.
downside.
But that's keeping in line
Really
with
missing an
Assassin's Creed.
opportunity.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it would have been better, but that's a lot of work too. But I want to touch on
Our
this.
job.
That's their job.
But he also discussed the classic 1970s influence, not only. Sorry.
For in-game technology.
Yeah, not
design.
only for in-game technology design, but in recreating lenses of the era. So you have the. How do you say that word,
vignetting.
man? Nick, Matt, vignetting, film
You know,
grain,
vignette.
less breathing, the
Lens.
curvature of a thicker
Lens
lens.
breathing.
The
You
sl-
said less breathing.
oh, I'm sorry.
Less breathing. It's the 1970s. Air doesn't apply here.
They haven't discovered O2. It's not on the periodic table yet.
Less breathing. Okay, that was good. You got me. Doesn't apply
I'm
here.
gonna be heavy breathing the whole time I'm playing the game. Oh man, 1970s was a time.
Sucks, bro.
This game was awesome. I can really breathe. I've lost
Oh,
My lungs are on fire.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no. Lens breathing.
Yeah.
The curvature of a thicker lens, the slight lens flares, all these things that are very subtle but come together to give you a more cinematic experience.
So it's a movie.
And yeah, I'd say like the cutscenes in a lot of ways.
I want
are
a
gonna be like
video
movie.
game. I don't want a movie.
Well-
I don't want an interactive movie.
That's
Which,
what video games are.
Some of them are, but like if you're literally focusing on all that stuff, it's pretty much a movie at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, why does it got to be retro looking? I don't get it.
just because it
Oh yeah, I mean
era,
it's a cool style.
It's also in.
but it's like, why are you focusing on that? Focus on the gameplay. I don't care what the game looks like, as long as the gameplay's good.
Right.
You know, good graphics doesn't make a good game. You know that, right?
I know
Do
that.
you know that?
Yes, I know that.
Yes, I know that. I know that.
Matt, what do you think, though, man? Let me get your thoughts on this. Do you like the fact that it's going to be bigger, like Odyssey, as for the different
I
planets?
like that.
And they're talking about they want you to have options, so you can come at like a problem multiple different ways, being open world.
Like you can, you can do. Yep.
So, like in Assassin's Creed, when you're trying to like get a target or assassinate somebody,
Right, you can
whatever.
have different. Like I like how Hitman's set up, and like you can
would.
kill people many different ways.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean, Matt is Torture Matt. So
Torture Matt? He loves it.
He loves torture.
I was playing the first one on I think it was the first one, maybe it was the second one. On the very first mission of it, there was so many ways to break into this house and kill this guy, but I smothered him with a pillow.
Other than with a pillow.
Okay, let's keep it
Choices.
PG.
We have choices.
People,
Wow.
they don't leave you hanging.
Okay.
You might leave them hanging though.
Oh God.
Wow.
I knew it was coming too. I was like, please don't say it.
This got dark.
And then he said it. And we lost half of our fans
Yep.
just with that sentence
Dark
alone.
Matt on target. All right, Factchecker.
Matt.
Let's make it light.
Yeah, help us.
Well, Hannah Roll agrees that we need
Butterflies
a
and
customizable character.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's never a
Because
bad
Hundo.
move to have.
That's what makes the story more appealing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can see,
Grapes.
myself. What?
I don't know. I thought peeling grapes. You do it to me. Keep going.
Who peels grapes?
Actually, I do
Like
that
banana.
sometimes.
That would have been a good one.
You ever
Matt,
like peel the skin off?
Get
of
out!
This is the least on target I think we've
Holy
ever been.
crap! Like
the
what?
revelation.
You've never just
on
been
target.
you've never just been eating a grape and just decided, hey,
Oh, I mean, while you're eating it, I'm talking like you
regularly?
actually like peel it
Oh, no.
before you eat it.
nah, I gotta use my.
It's like a little banana.
Like that's just an occasion. Like I do that. I've
just
done
an
it. I don't do it, but I've done it.
I don't do it, but it's been done, and it's been done by
I
me.
like how this segment of Food on Target has been longer than you guys.
Still
You guys
continuing.
keep
You
No
guys
talking
have
about
more of a
gaming on
topic when it
Target?
comes to peeling grapes than you do coffee.
You guys keep saying words, and they keep amazing me. The string of words that are coming out of your mouths.
Oh man.
Wow.
yeah, I peel some grapes. What?
All right.
No.
Oh,
All right. Back to.
But yeah, no, I was
Yeah,
going
you're gonna
back.
say something. Yeah, go.
Yeah, no, it makes the story more immersive for me. It's like, yeah, I'm actually in this story.
What
This
does
is
again?
me.
You're gonna have to repeat the first
Character
part. 'cause-
customization.
this is
Okay.
customizations.
Customization.
So you want character customization?
Yes,
Obviously.
I
You
always
got-
want character customization.
Let's never. You can't go wrong.
Game goes up like
Game
10
recognizes
points.
game.
Game recognizes game.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like Skyrim. I mean, the almost perfect game of Star Wars is if you took
Dude, I don't
Skyrim
know.
I'm about to get hated on because I haven't played Skyrim.
and you.
Oh no.
You gotta leave them hanging.
What is happening? Are we in an alternate
going.
dimension here? There are so many things.
But dude, okay, going back to Skyrim, forgetting what
Yes.
Matt said because it's just blasphemy.
Heresy.
Heresy. I don't understand why no other games have copied that formula.
Yeah.
It's almost the perfect formula for a game. I still play that game to this day. I can still get into it and be like, yes, this is awesome. This is great. No matter what, like, I can beat anybody in that game and I'll still have fun. Even though I've played it like 12 times.
Yeah, and there's so many details.
Yeah.
You still find
Like,
stuff.
you still find stuff and it's like, how do we go backwards from here?
Right.
Like, some games, like, they're made this day and age and you're like, Skyrim did this better.
I know, and
that game's like
came out in
12 years old.
12 years old now?
Yeah.
Came out in 2011.
2011.
Holy cow.
Yeah, see,
11,
I
11,
would've been
11.
a youngster, Dan.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
Dude, I remember the first. I had it for Xbox 360.
Yeah.
That was great. It was good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's
I need to play that when I
it's-
get home.
I like how Nick just goes to inner dialogue after he says his piece.
Well,
No,
dude, it's been, they ported it to like every system
Yeah.
known to man. I'm
No.
pretty sure you can play it on a pocket calculator now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. I did see in the chat
100%.
we got a few people jumping in. We
Yeah,
got
Dan.
the Brick Boy showed up. What's up, the Brick Boy? Thanks for joining in.
Brickety boy.
Speaking of bricks, I think we're gonna have to put up some new Lego stuff here
Yeah,
soon.
anytime you want to plan that.
We're gonna do it, man. We got it.
We
It's
probably
coming.
got to do it on a different night, though.
It's coming.
Well,
Yeah,
no
different
kidding,
night.
bud.
We don't need to talk about the details here.
Well, Icy Stormy was asking if we saw the new Star Wars Lego sets. Did you guys see that?
It did just drop today. I did not have time to
I
get
saw
to
Wait,
it.
Bismo's
the new,
post.
like
There's
the
new.
ones
It just
Nick's
dropped.
going broke.
besides the one I pre-ordered.
Yes, another
different
one. Yeah. So there's
it's-
more Star
Oh, I
Wars
gotta look at
builds.
it.
You want to touch
Nick's
on it for a
going broke
sec? We'll
tonight.
Up to you?
Okay,
Yeah.
basically it was the E-wing, and
What's an E-wing?
it was an
It's an
E-wing,
E-wing.
and
Thank you.
E-wing. We'll
It's
show.
like
We'll definitely show it
Patrick
in the
Ewing.
future.
Or
But it
go
was
check
really
out
cool.
Bismo's channel. He
Yeah, check out
touched on
Bismo's
it.
channel. He covered it there already.
I think he showed it. Yeah,
showed it,
some,
okay.
some pictures of
See,
it.
that's odd
Sweet.
because
Oh
usually
yeah, he did. That's where I saw it. Duh.
Yeah,
That's
me too.
odd because
Yeah, go check out Bismo's channel. He's got it up over there. You can see the images. And they're really cool.
that's
man.
super odd though because usually when they get new Lego sets out, they send them all together.
Yeah.
But this one, it was the. They had a few, or did they just have one? It was the Ghost and the Phantom. That was like a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ghost, the fan.
But now they released the E-wing.
I think they're kind of building up to stuff in some
Yeah.
ways, up to Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Really, they're just like dropping things here and
Super
there,
Ahsoka.
getting people excited for it, which is cool. I like
is
that
really
they're
cool.
doing that.
That's
And that
nice.
ship looked pretty cool. Both of them. There's two different ones, the E-wing, and then it was also her ship. Or was her the? I might be getting
I don't
mixed
remember.
up. But it looked really cool. So thanks for bringing that up. We got Dan in the chat. What's up, Dan? The Stay on Target pilot. He's always rocking it.
He says,
and they-
"Holla."
Hola.
No, he was saying hola.
Hola.
Holla at ya.
Oh, okay.
I'm
But
not an
they were-
idiot.
they-
I just play one on TV.
Don't
oh,
lie.
got it. Okay. You fooled me.
See, I'm pretty convincing, ain't I?
They were talking about how off target we are, and Dan
What are you
said,
about
"Have they ever been on target before?" LOL.
Oh man, even
No.
Dan the
Throwing
pilot's throwing
shade
shade
while
at
flying,
us.
crazy.
We need him here. We need him here to steer the ship. This is what happens when he's not steering the ship.
Yep.
We go all over the place. We got Tayhawk that jumped in.
Yeah.
Hey, Sant, what's up? We got people jumping in left and right still,
Yeah, but-
giving some awesome comments.
Going back to gaming, there's been some good stuff thrown out here. Mrs. Manrique said Mustafar like planets, water planets, gas planets. Ooh, gas planets.
Ooh, gas planets. I like that.
Yeah, it sounds
Great
like they
take.
would like some different options.
Yeah, that's the thing about Star Wars, though. You don't want to stay in just one area.
No.
You got tons of planets. Explore them all. And I love the fact that they're going to be going to multiple different planets that you can explore. That's going to give you so much more replayability like Skyrim. I mean, that's why we like Skyrim so much, because you can replay it, jump back into it, and you're like, this game is still amazing, and I'm still finding new things and having fun.
Yep.
And that's why we want them to copy that, and I think they're going that route with this game, I hope.
You hope.
You hope. We're cautiously optimistic, but great take, Miss Manrique. Mustafar-like planets, yes. That would be awesome, though.
It would.
I'll just like seeing all the different species and like creatures there sounds fun. There's just so many different things you could do. It's crazy. We
It's
could talk
crazy.
about it forever.
It's amazing. I love it.
Tayhawk said, never played Skyrim, not a gamer, so she's on the same page as Matt maybe. But I've watched my fair share of my husband playing in our pre-kid marriage, LOL. Nice.
Nice.
And then Hunter, Nick dropping bricks.
Nick dropping bricks.
Dropping bricks, baby.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of sets I need to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I've
do.
had them for like years,
Yeah.
and I haven't built them yet.
Hunter said, just honestly at this point, y'all shouldn't even plan a show, just do it.
Do it.
Right.
Right.
We have a
I've done that before too.
rough outline.
Oh,
We were doing a
maybe
show while I was building.
Okay, might have been saying I request a live stream, a Skyrim live stream. Says Hunter.
Skyrim live stream?
Oh, dude,
Heck yeah.
that would be fun.
Interesting.
That would be fun.
Interesting.
There probably are like Star Wars skins you could do on it now. I'm sure some
Ooh.
way. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So great takes on this. Glad you guys. It sounds like everybody's pretty pumped for that. In the chat, like they want to see different things. It looks
Yeah,
like
Bismo said he's excited about it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't know about the story, but at least the gameplay, I hope, is going to be fantastic. Plus, just living in a Star Wars world like that. I mean, they should have done Mandalorian, really. But the
They
time
should've just
era is
done
still cool.
Open world, and you choose who you are.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Skyrim.
that's
Like choose your own adventure book, but in a game.
But
Yeah.
I like that it's in the original trilogy. That's really cool.
Do you?
Yes.
You know, the original trilogy where all the games take place.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of games.
I mean, honestly, it's probably the best timeline.
Nice.
It's
Not
the
gonna
most
lie.
like fleshed out, I'd
It
say.
is, but also it's kind of to this point it's kind of overdone.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna do it somewhere else in the galaxy where it's like you don't know what's going on during that time. That'd be cool.
I think part of the problem is just like the original trilogy is so fleshed out and it so inspires everybody that, and they don't have a George Lucas to go to for new content, and he's the one who creates these worlds and gives them the realism that they have. So I think they're almost too afraid to go anywhere else now, especially with the sequels and stuff. They definitely don't want to go there anymore because it just doesn't work. And
It's
then
just bad.
even the High Republic. I think
don't
the
go to the
newest
High
game.
Republic. Go to the Old Republic.
I think the newest game probably did that the best with.
They did.
Survivor.
They actually they handled that really well. I was very pleased because I thought they were just gonna be like, yeah, we're just gonna shove this stuff down your throat, and I would have been like, that wasn't great, but it was okay. It was good.
Riveting stuff here on
Riveting
Stay on
stuff.
Target.
Just listen.
All right,
to
so
my
we got another news segment to jump into here, but definitely some good stuff going on.
Well,
yeah, go
real
ahead,
fast.
Factchecker.
Moonlight Studio said in a D&D campaign I hope to run. So that's, I think, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
I know
you'd
my
be
stuff.
correct.
I have a version of the Assassin's Creed in my world, but has a dragon style twist. You could learn dragon breath techniques at a certain point.
From Skyrim.
Nice.
That's
cool.
pretty cool, man.
Huh?
Cool stuff.
Lots of good gaming stuff.
Lots
Matt
of good
doesn't know
gaming.
what D&D is.
We're gonna have to do a gaming on
I
Target.
don't. I mean, I do, but I
Yeah.
don't.
Okay. Don't even go there.
What is it? Explain it to us.
Don't. No.
There's dungeons and there's dragons.
Oh, you got it, baby.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job, Matt.
Yeah, I don't foresee myself getting into that.
Dude, I actually do want to do something like that. I've been wanting to do it on our channel for a while. It'd be hilarious, but that's for
It would
another
take
time.
a while.
It would. All right,
Mostly
but
because you're there.
Wow.
friends like these, who needs enemies?
Nuked.
Oh, I just got Oppenheimered.
He just got Oppenheimer. You just got Oppenheimer. There you go. That's a t-shirt.
Oppenheimered.
You just got Oppenheimer.
All right, much to see. Moving on. So with that article that dropped,
Cool.
and then we also had this one. We covered a little bit on Barely on Target this week. It was a fun segment. I mean, not really fun content in some ways. But what do you guys think about this? Disney pulling back on making Marvel Star Wars content, Iger says. So he is saying in the news basically that Marvel, he thinks they diluted the brand by coming out with too much too quick.
They
And it
definitely
was
did.
Garbage.
There was a lot of crap in there.
Yeah, I agree. The shows have not, at least the Marvel shows have not, and even really a lot of the Star Wars
The
shows
only
have not. been
Marvel
hitting.
show,
Except for Bismo's favorite Star Wars show, Andor. That one did good.
I didn't get the numbers though. That's the thing. Like people did not watch that one nearly as much as like the Mandalorian.
well, it's just because they didn't trust him.
I think it was because it came after Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it was bad taste in their
Like,
mouth. They're
this
like,
is-
this is dumb.
It was a 1-2 punch. Really, we had
Yeah.
bad
1-2
Boba
uppercut.
Fett, and then we had bad Obi-Wan, and then they were like, "Well, what can Star Wars put out that's good anymore?" And then Andor comes out, and it's kind of a surprise,
But nobody watched
but
it.
nobody watched
Right.
it.
The two that should have been good.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know we said that multiple times. We're like, who would have thought out of all the Star Wars shows coming out,
Andor would be
Andor
number
was
one.
our favorite.
Wait, what's Biz?
Yeah.
What's Bismo saying? I
Wait
can't see
for
the chat.
it.
Oh wait, I bet Biz is about to drop a bomb.
He's about to
in
be
here.
like, you know what? I'm done. No more collab.
He's like, yeah, you're off
I'm
the
out. Done helping you
show. You heard it
guys.
here first.
Taking all my subscribers back.
Oh man,
Taking all my subscribers back.
wow.
He made
okay.
1,000 accounts just for us.
just for us. That's how we
nice
got
guy.
there. It was all literally just him. Oh man, yeah. So we
Why
definitely
do you keep moving that? Stop moving that.
You are.
I'm
You're
trying to
really
freaking me
nuts,
out
dude.
right now, Dustin. You're freaking
I'm trying
me
to see
out.
so we can see the chat too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he said you pull back on not just to focus, but also as part of our cost containment initiative, spending less on what we make and making less. So
Wait, say that again.
okay,
Spending less on what we make. and
Basically,
making less.
they.
So he's saying
So they're
Lost
spending less
movie.
money and they're making less money.
no, they're making less
Therefore,
content.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm twisting his words on purpose.
Do it
Therefore, they're going
like a true
bankrupt.
Sith.
Therefore, they.
I'm just starting rumors, people.
No.
This is how rumors get started.
Even like we talked about in that video, I really do think we could see the collapse
Of Disney.
in the next 3 to 5
Absolutely.
years.
I welcome it.
Yeah,
Go
in some
ahead.
ways, their
'Cause
PR
you guys,
is terrible.
You guys
right
have
now.
had so much time and you've done nothing but drive it into the ground.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I don't know what went wrong. I can tell you what went wrong. You. You were wrong.
You wrong.
You wrong.
You wrong. Go in corner.
Go in corner. You wrong.
You wrong. But
You
yeah,
need to go sit in timeout and think about what you did.
you think about what you
You need
did.
to sell it back to
Son.
Lucas. And
Yeah.
then he can take up the reins.
I mean, there's been even more like rumors that have been coming out. That's like, they might be selling off large aspects
You can exit out
of
of that.
Disney. Well, I'm going to minimize it.
Okay, minimize it.
Okay, stop talking.
I would like to see the screen, please.
I know. No, but he might be selling off. I think it was like ABC.
The alphabet is taking it.
There's been rumors out there that
no.
yeah, they're selling the alphabet.
The
They own
alphabet
rights to it.
mafia.
Who owns the rights?
But they might be selling Disney, or they might be just selling Star Wars. Disney might be up for sale in the future. I mean, there's a lot of things that they are going to have to sell off. I think a lot of that's to do with the Hulu acquisition, that they don't have enough cash and stuff to buy Hulu, which they've already like in the works to buy, so they can't back out now. There's a bunch of stuff going on at Disney Lucasfilm, but I just don't like the fact that he's saying there's going to be less Star Wars content. But the only reason I'm okay with it is if they make better quality content.
Yes.
So they bring it back. They really focus. Although this current administration, I'm not confident in that.
No.
But unless KK's gone,
Haven't been in a
and
while.
have somebody else in
You
charge.
know when I lost it? Right when the opening crawl of Force Awakens.
Really?
The opening scene literally was a carbon copy of the beginning of A New Hope. And I was like, oh boy, this is bad.
It was very similar in a lot of ways.
It
I'll
was
say
very
that.
similar.
But
I mean, I wouldn't say carbon copy. It was a copy of it though, and I
What
was
you
like,
did say.
I was like, what are you doing? You
What
know,
you
there's
doing,
an
man?
invasion in both of them. One was on a ship, one was on a desert planet. There's a droid with secret plans that escapes to the desert planet. Like, the parallels were all there.
yeah,
I was like, oh no. Oh no.
yeah.
Just a soft reboot.
It's hard
I guess.
it's hard to compete with the creativeness of George Lucas. I mean, he just knows how to put
Well,
everything
here's
together
the thing.
and make it work.
Hollywood doesn't have an original thought
Well,
anymore.
yeah, that's part of the problem.
Like, literally, the past 10, 15 years, what have they done? Remakes.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, remakes.
And it's like, dude, guys, make your own stories. Like, what are you doing? No, let's just do remakes.
I like what KG's saying here, though.
Mm-hmm.
They said Apple could buy. That is also another rumor I've heard, that Disney might get bought by Apple, which is kind of crazy in some ways.
Yeah.
But I could see happen.
That's
in
what
the
Bismo
future.
said. They're worth $3 trillion, so they can afford it. Apple.
Apple's worth
Yeah.
$3 trillion. What's
Yeah.
Disney worth at this point? Do we know?
I just know it's
$1.
dropping.
It's
fast.
dropping. I know. Yeah, they're dropping
like
fast.
a sack of
And they're
potatoes.
having emergency meetings
Left and right. I know.
yeah.
I've heard they've
Probably-
already fired a
They're
ton
probably
of
firing
people.
yeah.
Getting rid of. I heard even ESPN might be on the chopping
Yeah.
block. A bunch of stuff, and they're already outsourcing some of the shows that they've made for Disney Plus to other
Yeah.
like streaming platforms, which
Because
is not a good sign.
they're losing it.
Yeah, they're losing everything.
They're wondering what went wrong
Getting
the whole
crazy.
time.
The thing though, like Bob Iger saying all these things, and he's saying it like political like that, but he's the one who put all these people in place.
Yeah.
He's the one who started them on this trend.
He's
So,
the emperor.
yeah. If anybody needs to take responsibility, it's
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like the fact that we're getting less Star Wars content. That makes me sad. Which means, you know what? Maybe us fans are going to have to step up
more. Yes.
and make more Star Wars
Or-
for everybody.
We just pool all of our money together and buy it. Buy Star Wars back from Disney. And it's all fan owned.
That would be a crazy
That'd be
initiative.
nuts.
I don't even know the logistics of
I
that.
don't
That would
either.
be insane, but
It's
I'm sure.
practically
how it
impossible.
work.
But it could work.
Like if we all like, I don't even know. Yeah, let's not go.
Man,
into
I
that.
don't even understand taxes, but I think we can do this.
Right, exactly. We got any comments on this in the chat?
Oh, yeah.
Fact checker. Let's get to some of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Moonlight Studio says that this Disney timeline is a mess. We need to go back.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We need to fix it. Go back in time.
Yeah,
Time
Tamerkin
heist.
said, I'm not convinced the quality will be any better just because they make less content.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's a concern, yeah.
It doesn't. So if you put out less content, but you haven't fixed the problem,
Yeah.
it's
It's still going to be bad.
still gonna be
problem.
bad. Nobody's gonna
Yeah.
like it. Nobody's gonna watch it.
But Hannah says,
comment.
yeah, hopefully that with less quantity, they can take time to listen to the fans.
And maybe just
That would be good.
But
yeah,
they
that's a
won't.
great point.
But
Great
they
point,
won't.
Hannah. And
They're not smart.
and give them the time, maybe the time it needs to fully flesh out everything, like all the details. Make sure you got everything in a row, and you're not just trying to push out as much content as possible. Because in the beginning, that's what they were doing. I think they were doing that in the beginning because they knew they could make money because the Star Wars IP was so high, like from Disney, from George Lucas's world, and people were hungry for it. So it was just like so high that it didn't matter what they put out. And
People
then
were
everybody
gonna
bought
eat
it,
it
eat it up, and then
Yeah.
it was just diminishing returns. So it started off here, and then like the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, and then just now
Now
we're
it's in
down
the
at the
dirt.
bottom.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, we don't know what to do. It's like, well, you kind of screwed up. All right,
Yeah, Skylark is saying along the same line, Star Wars needs to be handled by young visionary artists similar to the team George Lucas created in the 70s.
so great. Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
That was perfectly said. Well said. So I completely agree.
Absolutely. And then Hannah said, I'm already stepping up. Got a new video on the way, hopefully before Ahsoka.
Ooh,
Like that
nice.
tease.
I do
That's
like
awesome.
that tease. That's awesome.
Jeez.
I know they've been working hard on a lot of different things. If you haven't
Right.
gone, go and check out Hannah Roll's channel and also Olivia Roll's channel,
Yep.
Leah. And they got some great stuff. We've been looking at some of them like just blows us away.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
it really does.
We're going to get
Nick's,
to that.
Nick's gonna look. I think we should move right on to that.
Yeah, real fast. Olivia said, I'm working on 2 arts and 2 fanfics right now. So they're still cranking out
Just
the
keep them
the
coming.
talents.
Yeah, just keep it coming. But I think that's a perfect jumping off point here.
Let's
I think
do
we
it.
should just jump straight into our segment that we like to call Talent on Target. Before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us. All right, back into Talent on Target, baby.
Also, it's about time for me to leave.
You got
No,
5 minutes. You
5
got
minutes,
we got to
5
cover a
minutes.
few.
Oh, he's
I just
joking.
joked.
He's joking.
I tell a joke.
He's being a Sith again.
Make a joke.
All right, so we're gonna
just
jump
make a
into
joke,
this,
yeah.
baby.
Do it.
I kid.
All right, first one up tonight.
Boom.
We have Hannah Roll. This thing blew me away.
Yeah, it blew me away too.
Yeah, why don't you talk about it for a second?
I
there?
mean,
Zoom in, yeah,
I'm
so
gonna-
they can. Oh, sorry.
sorry, no,
Gosh,
sorry.
dang it, Dustin.
I'm gonna.
yeah. But no, I actually really want to know how long it took you to do this because it's amazing.
Yeah, so the bottom picture there is the rough, like the outline,
Yeah, it's the outline,
which
is awesome.
Like speaking, of, you went to school.
I am an artist,
Yeah,
yes.
you are an artist. So
I mean,
can you walk
rough-
us through
roughly speaking?
Can you walk us through the process here of the outline?
I mean, really, you just
Is that what
she
you did?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
was more like it. Every artist is different. I mean, you can draw it out like that. Sometimes I would, but most of the time I would just do it go for it. And I was graphic design too, so it was different.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
painting's
different
I wasn't very good at painting.
Let's go up here. Let's go to the final product.
Yeah,
This
she
is-
said it took her a week.
A week, yeah. See, it
still
would
is
take me a
incredible.
lot longer than
Yeah.
that to do.
I mean, look at the detail on
know,
this thing,
right?
man.
Yeah,
All
incredible.
the colors coming together, and nothing seems out of place.
Yeah, it's
You
perfect.
know what I mean?
It's totally perfect.
It is. I actually I did take a screenshot of this and save it as my background on my phone.
It's that good, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
that
only like
good.
one little
awesome.
section because I couldn't get the whole thing.
You got
on my
permission
phone.
first, too.
I
We
did.
just
I
wanna
did
say
get
that.
permission to do this. I was like, wow. I was like zooming in
Yeah.
on it. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this stuff.
It's
Yeah.
very like
I was really geeking out about it.
I know.
You were sweating over
I
it.
was sweating.
I was sweating over it.
Yes,
It was
coming
bringing
back.
it back.
Awesome.
Yeah. And that was on a canvas, right? A bigger,
Yes.
bigger canvas.
it's
What
a
was the size? You guys figured out the
20
size.
by 26.
26.
Yeah.
20 by 26 feet.
I think that's what she said.
Holy cow!
Oh man, it was inches.
That is incredible. I like
But
it.
yeah, no, it's just the level of detail is amazing.
And what
it
was-
only took you a week to do this? Like that's nuts.
I wonder how many hours a day. Like
It took
she
me
could
like
put,
a week to
hours
do
it.
24 hours
like
a day.
one corner of this.
It would take you a week to do one corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the bridge. Look at that.
Yeah.
I know
love
that is.
the
You want me to zoom?
bridge.
I can zoom in.
Zoom
let's,
it.
Let's zoom
Just
in.
keep
on this.
zooming.
You just have
Womp, womp, womp.
arches. Yeah, I'm there.
Look at that.
That is incredible.
I don't have the patience to do that.
Yeah,
That is
she said
absolutely
a canvas,
incredible.
20 by
It is.
26 inches.
And the inspiration. What was the inspiration? Was it Lord of the Rings inspiration?
Ooh, good question.
Or was
Yeah.
it Star Wars? I mean, I definitely see a lot some
could-
Lord of the Rings here, but still
It
looks
could
Star
definitely
Wars
be a
to
Star
me.
Wars planet. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really dig. Like, is that the Death Star? It looks
is.
like the Death Star. So
It
that's
is a
got to
Death
be.
Star. Well, if you look at the outline below, it's
Oh, yeah,
definitely
you're
the Death
right.
Star.
But look
Yeah.
at that.
I
I
know.
mean, the amount of detail, the clouds, the
Yeah.
coloring, the tree, everything. Happy little trees.
Happy little tree. Happy
She
little
said,
bushes.
happy little.
She's probably working on it 7 hours a day.
Yeah.
Oh my
I can-
goodness,
I can
that's
see
a
it.
full time
That's
job
up
right
to 49 hours.
Yeah.
Nice, Matt. Doing
Wow,
the
Matt
math.
does math.
Yeah, math.
Math.
there. Math on target, baby.
Yeah.
Math.
Bismo said, I thought Lord of the Rings when I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I did. And then
And-
I zoomed over to the Death Star. I'm like, oh, okay, there. Yep. That's Star Wars.
And then,
no,
Hannah said inspiration was Star Wars, but also not Star Wars. She just went with it.
What?
Yeah, no.
How does that
That's
work,
awesome.
dude?
And that's kind of the feel I get from looking at it. I'm like, it's definitely like Star Wars, but not. I like
Yeah.
that it's unique on its own, and it's not like
Yeah.
overtly Star Wars in some ways, which is super
Right.
cool.
That's awesome.
We're gonna have to,
Overt.
yeah,
I love it.
I absolutely
Keep making
love
art.
It. Is she
Keep
selling
doing
that?
it.
I want to know if she's selling it.
Right.
We're gonna buy
We'll
it.
We'll definitely buy it.
About
from
$1
you.
million
Yeah,
If
that'd
you're
be
selling
amazing.
it.
And yeah, definitely, you already pointed out the Death Star in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? It would be awesome if she could do like a mural in the like a background of a set for
Yeah.
our show.
Wow.
It would be cool.
Do you know how many hours that would take?
That would take forever,
Matt,
but yeah.
Matt,
Like the
can you do the
whole
math?
wall.
We're getting a little overzealous, but anyway, great job.
67.
Yeah.
Great, amazing job, Hannah.
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. We're blown away.
Shy Cacti said, Lord of the Star Wars.
Lord of the Stars.
That's
Lord of the
awesome.
Stars, Stars of the
Stars of the Wars.
Rings
Of the Rings.
Rings on target,
Stars of the Rings.
talent on target. But that is amazing. Great job,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah. We are super impressed. I mean, blown away. So,
Yeah.
all right, we got more talent on target here that we're going to get into.
Yeah, Bismo
keep
said
going.
while you change over, as an esports athlete, I hear sweat. I'm thinking try hard every time.
Yep.
LOL.
Yep,
It can't be
exactly.
changed in my mind at this point.
Yep. That's what I said earlier. I was like, it reminds me of like, you know, people that are just too good at the game. They're
They're
sweating.
sweaters.
She's yeah,
They're
exactly.
sweaters. They're wearing sweaters.
We're wearing sweaters. Also, speaking of sweaters, we do
Wearing
have
their
hoodies
mom's
in our
basement
shop if you want to buy one.
Yeah, right. Nice plug.
Thanks. I thought it fit.
Okay, go on to the next one.
Back to the next one. We got. I'm not going to say this name because I always do it wrong. So why don't one of you guys who can say words?
Lee.
Yeah, and she was in the chat earlier. She might still be MQ. Yeah, no, now you're gonna throw me off, Dustin.
I didn't say it.
Okay, thanks, Nick.
Didn't speak a word.
Let us know if we're getting it right. A phonetic spelling
Yes.
would be great for us.
It would be.
Mu
Lee.
Qui
Lee.
Lee.
Yep.
Mu
Mu
Qui
Qui Lee.
Lee. That's a cool name. That's a
So
really
cool.
cool
Mu Qui
name.
Lee.
But look at this. She's
Yeah.
got. She's got.
Oh,
Whose armor is it?
Come on, Bo-Katan's armor, baby. and it looks amazing.
Nice.
I really dig it.
Did you make it with what's this stuff called? Was it like
PLA or
Beskar?
Evo foam?
Nice one, fact checker.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it with foam or was it with what was it with?
Yeah.
Or was it
8-inch
3D printed?
aluminum.
A lot of people nowadays do 3D
They do
printing.
3D
but this one
printing.
looks handcrafted to
Yes.
me.
Yeah, I
And it
believe
might
that's
be-
what she said for a Comic-Con near her. So just
Okay.
so fun.
Nice.
But yeah, that just looks like fun. That makes me want to make one too. We definitely at some point are
Dude,
gonna have
yeah.
to.
Like Star Wars, make Stormtrooper costumes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
that's
we've always
awesome.
wanted.
Yeah, I love it. I think it looks incredible.
Right?
Pretty
looks great.
solid.
Pretty
Yeah,
snazzy.
that is what we like to call talent on target there, baby.
Yeah, EVA foam. That's what it is.
EVA foam. Yeah.
The helmet is cardboard. The armor, EVA foam. The helmet is cardboard?
Wow.
How did you do that?
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, it looks so
Cardboard
real.
comes in box shape.
My whole childhood is in a box.
Right?
My whole childhood's a lie.
My entire childhood is from a box.
Oh, that was a hilarious short.
It was good.
And I like the fact that also we'd be remiss if we didn't say it. They have the two different emblems there.
Nice.
The Night Owl and the... Was that the Night Owl?
Yeah.
That's the Night Owl right there, right?
Yeah, that's her emblem.
And then the
That's her house.
Mythosaur. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
What are you saying?
It looked different for me for some
You're an
reason.
absolute
Open
idiot.
your eyes.
But yeah, it was a
Dustin.
great cosplay, and I really dig it,
Yeah.
and I want to see more
Right?
because that is awesome. Does she do commissions?
Does she do commissions?
Can we have her make us armor? Because that's what we need. Glued together, she says. She does an amazing job. Fantastic.
It's awesome.
Talent on target.
And yeah, the chat is loving it, saying it's amazing. Obviously looks so good.
Yeah.
And let's see. Icy Stormy said, I want to cosplay Din or Axe
Axe
Wolf
Wolves.
so badly.
Yeah. Right?
Axe, I think, would be super cool.
would be.
That would be an
Like,
awesome one.
yeah. Just being a Mandalorian would be awesome.
You know that, and it redeemed. It's not completely, but one of the
Not
highlights,
completely.
one of the highlights of that last episode for me was whenever Axe was yelling. He sounded so epic.
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude, this guy needs to be in Lord of the Rings too,
Right.
Or any epic like fantasy war movie. He would pull it off perfectly.
Yes.
he sold it. Anybody else screaming, like if Bo would have been the one screaming for that, it would have just felt a little cheesy.
Yeah.
But with him, it worked, baby.
worked.
And he's like a super fan of the show, like of Star Wars. Like even Katie Sackhoff was saying like he was nerding out over everything, and she's like, "Okay, chill, bro." And he's like,
Dude, that's who you need to
they're the
play in
best
Star
ones.
Wars shows, though.
In a lot of ways, they're the
There's
best
people
ones.
who know the content and they respect it. And
Yeah.
they're super geeked out about it.
They get
They get
sweaty.
sweaty.
About it. Dan knows the reference.
They get
Dan
stinky
knows
sweaty.
the reference. Speaking of which, we got Dan
Hey,
here.
Dan's
He's not
over
on
there.
camera,
Yeah.
but he's here. He's sneaking in with the fact checker.
Hello.
Hello.
You can see me sneaking in as the fact checker.
Yeah.
I'm that shadow in the background of the fact checker's picture there.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna need to create the Dan Wolves
Dan
Mandalorian armor.
Yeah.
That's my hand, remember?
That's
That's my hand.
That's his hand.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
it's there, baby.
That's a hand.
Okay.
Suffocate him.
Dan's hands. Dan's here with us tonight.
Dan
Thanks
the
for joining,
hand.
Dan.
Man. Hand,
Oh, man, but
hand-
what-
Hand Dan.
But what
Dan,
talent
the man
there?
with the hands.
Mew Quee Lee. Mew Quee. It's like Queel, right? Is it
Yeah.
like Queel? Mew.
I think you're making it
Lee.
up.
I probably am, but
Yeah.
we're gonna keep
You're
moving on.
offending-
That was
you're offending her.
I'm sorry if we are butchering this. We apologize. We're doing our best. She also said, I especially made the Mythosaur shoulder. Yeah, I like the attention to detail on that, which is fantastic. And the fact that it's the most up-to-date armor that she has,
Yeah,
Right.
super cool.
which is super cool. Bismo says the Dandalorian.
With the Dandalorian.
Epic. But yeah, great job. Keep it coming. She's also the one who did the art, the kind of steamy art we had.
Yeah, there's a word for the way the
couple weeks
pose
ago.
was, the manga
Kinda
pose.
Manga
Yeah.
pose, yeah. It was
Started
really
with a
good with
K.
Bo and Din. They were kind of maybe about
against
the
the wall.
keys.
Maybe
Getting
about
all-
the keys.
Maybe about the keys.
When she was
baller.
leaning over him or whatever. There's a word for it. She will
Yeah, it was a
correct us
specific
in a
term.
minute.
Yeah.
What's the word?
What's up, V? Anyway.
Anyway.
All right, we got some
All right,
more
let's
art
just see. Moving
we're
on.
going to get into here. This is a little different here. This is Icy Stormy. He's got whole he or
much.
she, I think it's he. Sorry. Oh yeah, he did correct us. I apologize.
I do apologize.
So he's got his own playlist going on YouTube. Icy
Oh,
Stormy,
nice.
and we listened to a lot of these before the show dropped. We weren't able quite to get it on live, unfortunately, but we were able to listen to him before him, and we were having a fun time with it.
Right.
Very disco, and we enjoyed that. Maybe that's
yeah,
what
it's
was
called
getting
Disco
us.
Party.
That makes sense. That
Come on,
tracks.
you got to read, Dustin.
I am.
It just makes you happy, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Even when you spill your coffee on yourself.
Yep. And goes.
It was pretty
Splash.
hilarious though when it happened. It like
was.
shot out the top like a geyser.
You were like, oh, sugars.
He did say that. He did say sugars.
We can confirm.
Yeah, can confirm.
Oh man.
Oh,
but
sugars.
anyway, definitely drop over to Icy Stormy's page there and take a
stuff.
listen to all these songs. Take a listen. Take a sleep.
Take a sleep.
Take a listen to this. It's really good stuff.
You're gonna want to dance, not sleep. I
Yeah.
mean, it's got a good beat.
Not
and
much of a
does.
dancer myself.
Okay, Matt, leave.
Not much of a dancer myself.
Oh, man. But yeah, he said his favorite is number 5. So just hint, listen all the way through.
Okay, that's awesome.
Cinco.
Cinco.
You're on a Spanish.
Cinco de Mayo.
apparently.
Dan is on
I'm
a
thinking in
Spanish kick.
today.
Cinco de
Right.
Mayo.
That's all I got. I got no English.
All right, is that?
That's
I think
all I got.
fact checker. Is that going to do it for us for Talent on Target edition?
Yeah, for tonight. We've got some other stuff in the works with Patricia and maybe Hannah and maybe a few others. So just stay tuned. To come.
Right on.
Yeah, no, for sure.
difficult.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for putting in your talent and letting us show it on this show. We
Talent on talent.
we appreciate all of you, and we just want to showcase all of your amazing work. We know you guys take a long time, and it's cool for us to be able to share that with the Star Wars community. And we want to keep growing this, and we want to keep putting more out there, and we just want to showcase the fan stuff, because like we've always said, we think fans put out the best Star Wars content, and especially now. So if for us to showcase that, we're happy to do it. And if you have any and you haven't submitted it yet, send it to our email at stayontarget.contact@gmail.com. And we're going to get through it. We got some more in the pipeline there that we're super excited about. Some of it's some long format stuff, and we're working out a way to get it to you guys a little bit more in a way that you can digest it. It's going to be fun. So
We're eating it.
no, we're not actually going to be. It's a food on target segment.
Yeah, right. This is delicious art.
Delicious art.
They call it a tart.
I want to see that actually now. Is somebody who
Food
sends
art?
in like a food art, Star Wars food art
Yes.
talent. on
Or send
target.
us the food.
Or just send us food.
Didn't you guys
Please
do
feed
something
us.
like that?
Oh yeah,
We
Throwback.
did do something like that many
We're
years
gonna make
ago.
that 22-hour video into a short now.
What 22-hour video? We have a 22-hour video?
The one that involved us and food. Just turn it into a short.
That was 22 hours?
No, but probably.
Oh, we could make it.
No,
is-
probably.
I see what you're saying now.
it is now.
It is now.
It is now.
Gosh,
Oh,
yeah, we
man.
never released that. I remember because we were like, oh, yeah, we got to release it. And then like a year went by and we still hadn't released it.
Which one was it?
We made, you weren't even on the show yet. We made pizzas.
That was a while ago.
It was.
Hey, bud.
I don't think you were even born yet.
Probably wasn't, dude. I'm like 2 years old.
But no, we made, I'm like 2 years
He's
old.
2 years old.
But, yeah.
All right,
We
here's
made
the great
pizzas.
question from the Ninjaneer. Speaking of things that haven't happened yet.
The runway show?
Yes.
Runway
Is the
out?
runway show happening?
Oh.
I think we make the last show before Ahsoka the runway show.
Only if Matt
I say
dresses
we
up.
don't promise anything until we're sure we can do it.
I say no.
Well, if we give ourselves a deadline, then we'll do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if we just announce it,
Deadlines
we
are
won't do
good,
it.
kids.
Yeah. Speaking of deadlines,
About for Christmas.
it's about that time for me.
All right. For Christmas.
I'm about to die.
You're about to die?
drop, stop, and roll.
Drop some deuces?
I think you got that a little backwards.
All right.
All right, let's commit some movie magic.
Movie magic
I love
here,
saying
baby.
it that
But
way. I don't know
thanks
why.
thanks for joining Nick. Thanks for joining
Yeah.
Matt.
Bye,
You guys,
everybody.
This is Matt Stan.
don't drop any nukes and don't buy any nukes.
Right.
Nick.
Oppenheimer. You just got Oppenheimer.
No, you're supposed to say, yes, I know that. I know that.
Yes, I knew that. I knew that.
All right, see you guys. All right. Movie
All right,
magic
Dustin,
time.
say something.
You ready? Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Just because I'm pumped about it, we're gonna do this. We are so pumped and excited to have the one, the only, the Bismo. So thanks for being here. Bismo's here, everybody.
Yes, Bismo.
Bismo's in the
Yeah,
house. There he is.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm super pumped to just be on here and talk everything Star Wars.
He's got so many hot takes, baby. All right, yeah. So you saw it there. There's some movie magic going on. And Matt is gone. Shoot.
No, but what they just saw was a promo for the Bismo coming on
Yeah,
our
show.
channel.
Yeah.
That's pretty epic.
Oh yeah, for
Have
sure.
they seen that already?
They have. We did drop that earlier,
They dropped it.
and we're dropping it again because we're so excited about it.
Yeah, but I'm excited for Bismo to come on. Yes, it's going to be a blast next week, right?
Yes,
week
next
from
week.
tonight.
So next week's stream, it's going to be epic. We're going to have a blast having them on. We're going to be talking a lot of Star Wars things, and we might be talking some other things too, other than Star Wars. But we'll see. We'll see. We got things in the works.
Teasers,
it's going to be
teasers.
fun. So
Yeah, it's going to be epic.
definitely.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you. They know you're going on Bismo's show tomorrow, right?
Yes, they know tomorrow.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fun, and we'll show that here real fast too. Boom,
Boom. Nice.
tomorrow, baby. So if you just joined in,
Let's go.
I'm gonna be on Bismo's live stream show tomorrow, Thursday. So at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. It's gonna be a blast, baby. So definitely tune in for that.
Yeah, we always like the editing, man. I like editing the stuff with you, Bismo, and all the rest of us. We were so excited that night when you came on. So obviously all that footage was from then. But we, of course, like doing anything with the biz.
The biz, man.
Like legit biz. And thanks, everybody. Yeah, I'm here. I swapped places with Nick. I kicked them out. I'm in the good seat. They raised it up for me. So my head was cut off at the beginning because I'm too tall.
I almost like to start calling this part of the show now the after show with Dan.
It's almost like the postlude.
Oh,
What?
Like the prelude.
Oh,
then we
okay.
get the meat.
I'm
and then
glad
the
you
postlude.
explained that because I did not. I don't know.
It's a musical term. Check your dictionaries.
Oh,
It's a
man.
musical word. So yeah, it is. It's not quite the after show because the show is still here, but it's like phase 2.
Phase 2. It's just
Or
phase
something.
2 or 3 or 4. We're not even sure what phase.
And I was
we're in.
watching the talent on Target as I was getting over here, and really, really fascinating stuff again. Really amazing art, amazing music, and it's cool to see the fans put stuff out there. They don't need us to show the stuff that they do, but it sure is. It's fun to support the Star Wars fans, the Star Wars community, and the creative community at large, because that's what we are, right? It's inspiring for us
Yeah.
to see what they do, and maybe it's inspiring for you to see what little things we do. But we all support each other,
Yeah.
and ultimately we want what's best for Star Wars. That's why we like to talk here for 6 hours
yeah.
and have a lot of fun along the way.
What do you got, Fact Checker? What do you got?
Well, Skylark said it's the headphones that do it for me. Talking about you joining the show.
Look,
If I put both sides on, I get speech jammed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's tricky.
I've almost
speech
mastered
jammed.
hearing myself at like a 0.3 second delay in this ear, and now it's normal here. So if I sound weird, that's just my voice.
Oh, and Zarmoto jumped in. Postlude?
That's
LOL.
right. Saxophones call it an encore, says the brick boy.
But also, we just got a super chat. Thanks, Hunter Davis. Man, he's
Oh.
always dropping in that super chat, keeping us going here, keeping the lights on for us
Keeping the lights
on
on.
Studio B.
Studio A, that's the problem. They were always shutting the lights
They
off
always
on
shut.
there.
That's why we had to move to Studio B.
Yeah.
But thank you, Hunter Davis, for that super chat. The after show tax is what he calls it. You can always put a question in there too if you want us to answer something
Yeah.
specific. But man, we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
The master himself.
The
Mr.
master
Shredder. Master Shredder.
Master Shredder. I like that.
I
Master
think
That is
that's
cool.
really what he is.
He is a shredder. There's some cool stuff we've heard
Floating
from
out
him.
there?
Yeah, and I'm pumped about it. We won't go into detail, but
We'll
yes.
go into detail. Thank you, Hunter.
Thank you, Hunter.
Working on it. You guys will all find out very soon. The lightsaber afterglow. Yep. Carla says, "Hi, Dan and Zarhimoto's here. Awesome. Hey, Zarhimoto, how you doing? I saw V stuff. Yeah, I'm doing good. I said your name earlier when I was in the fact checker seat over there, just talking. You couldn't see me, but now you can see me. So what questions you got. I'm just distracting because they're chatting over here on the side. But
No, you're doing a great job
Yeah.
with the chat there.
Icy Stormy says, sneak peek, my next talent on Target will not be a song. It'll be a physical drawing, so stay tuned for that, everyone. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Nice,
that
dude.
sounds cool.
That sounds awesome. We'd love to see it.
A master shredder.
Master
Well,
Shred.
and, Mrs. Manrique, unfortunately, said her husband got some bad news, so asked us if we could pray for him and some dental work that might need to be done. So yeah, we'll absolutely pray.
Definitely. We'll
Thanks.
definitely be praying for him. That
Yeah, go on.
dental work is never fun.
No.
It is painful. I always say one of the worst pain, some of the worst pain you can ever feel is in your head. I've
Your
experienced
mouth.
well, in head in general.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was
okay,
gonna
sure,
say, like eye pain sucks. I've been through that, and so
Yeah.
does teeth pain. I've been through both. They're terrible. So we will definitely be praying for him. Thoughts and prayers go out to him, and we hope he gets better. Keep us updated on that for sure. So yeah.
Yeah. And I heard Shy Cacti had a rough day, maybe? Was I seeing that earlier?
Yeah, almost got lost in the woods.
Oh.
Sounds terrifying.
That does sound terrifying.
Especially after talking about horror shows. And
Yeah, horror show.
movies.
Wow.
And were there any Ewoks?
I don't know.
Maybe I shouldn't put that in their brain because
Yeah,
next
no.
time they're in the woods, they're going to be thinking Ewoks are hunting them at the same time. Oh, man, we're glad that you made it out. Good
are
job.
glad,
You
yeah.
used your special skills to make it out of the forest. Yeah, that's a bit scary. It's funny how easy you can get turned around in the forest. You think you're walking in a straight line, but 9 times out of 10, you are drifting very far left or right. That's why using markers a lot of the times can help you get out of the woods by knowing where you've been, so you can keep on track. So, or you can stay on target.
Ooh, I wondered if you were going
I
there.
was going there.
I
But
just
yeah.
put down breadcrumbs. Actually, I just don't go in the woods.
That's what I was
You
thinking.
don't want me to go in the woods because I'll get lost. And if I don't have cell phone service, I'm done.
You just need GPS. They got some good technology out there that'll help you get out.
I rely on the tech.
Yeah.
Me and tech, we
mean-
roll together.
There's proof of us being in the woods if you go and watch our fan films.
Yes.
And we made it through all right.
We did.
True. Because
But
we could see the road.
Yeah, and we had
Didn't have to tell them
Oh,
that
sorry.
part, fact checker.
we had
I'm just
passersby
dropping
going by. They're like, "What are you guys doing out here?" We're
Doing
like,
out here.
nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. That was hilarious. It actually ruined a lot of our takes because it was in a park.
Yeah.
And there was like
was, like,
literally like
walking
a
by.
little kid like riding a bike in the background. We're like super serious. And then it's just like looking like, do-do-do-do.
But then it didn't make me feel so bad because after we filmed that, I watched a documentary for Jaws, and they were talking about how when they filmed Jaws, they were actually on the ocean, and half of their budget was spent basically wasted because the ocean destroyed them because they never could get a stable shot. Right, the
Oh,
waves were
right.
too big. Or what they would do is the sun would go behind the clouds and it would be inconsistent. And then what would happen is a sailboat would show up in the shot way off in the distance. And they would have to wait for the sailboat to float through the shot. And then they
my
could
gosh.
action. And then they would go. And then all of a sudden the sun would disappear again. And then as soon as that one came by, another sailboat would show up in the scene. So it reminded me of...
That would be painful in some ways.
Oh.
Like you're just burning daylight, burning fuel, burning film. I mean,
Yeah.
trying to get the shots.
Yeah, they almost shut down the production of Jaws, if you think about. I mean, just like Star Wars was in trouble before it released. You know, they were behind schedule. Industrial Light and Magic was not pulling their weight. Well, at least they weren't getting the stuff done in time, right? They were behind all the deadlines. The studio was getting nervous with Star Wars. It was the same thing with Jaws, which came out a year before Star Wars. And then they learned the lesson. They're like, okay, next time we film a movie on the ocean, we're not going to actually film it on the ocean.
Yeah, right.
We're going to film it in a pool.
Well, I mean, think
or
about
a
it too.
lake.
That's like pre stabilizers in a lot of ways
Right.
too, for camera.
Oh, yeah, they had a separate camera on a separate boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
I
try and
know.
get a stabilized film without like gimbals. I mean, I'm sure they had some sort of more crude method, but I mean, I'm sure they had some sort of stabilization, but
Exactly.
that would be super difficult.
Oh, man.
Just thinking about that now is like, wow. Yeah. But that's part of what made that film so good, though, was the challenges they had to overcome
Yeah.
and even like the technical difficulties they had with the shark
Exactly.
is what made that so scary and so good. And John Williams.
And John Williams and Steven Spielberg.
And Steven Spielberg, yeah.
and that shark.
Speaking of which, Dan, while you're here, real quick
Yeah,
question.
what do you got?
I'm gonna just jump in. This is kind of like we said, kind of the after show. It's not really the after show, but we're just a little bit more casual here. We're taking your chats.
So I
if you
come
guys
in and grade how you guys have done so far.
pretty
and-
much
Yeah.
the Stay on Target pilot is like,
Not really.
what do you rate us for tonight?
Yeah, how
pretty
off
good.
target.
I mean, pretty off target.
Pretty
yeah.
off target. Yeah,
But you
I have
had
to
you had
agree.
planned off target things, so actually you stayed pretty on target based
Yeah.
on your plan.
Did you
I'd
hear
say.
the bombs that were dropping
There
left and
was
right,
so
blowing
many
everyone's
things.
minds?
I didn't hear all the bombs
We
that were
thought we
dropping.
knew each other. and
We thought we
apparently
did.
not.
I heard
We
some
thought we knew
gaming
Matt.
bombs. I heard
Yeah.
Matt's never played.
Okay, you'll have to listen back. There's some fun
No, there's
stuff.
more
yeah.
bombs.
Yeah, definitely. If you're just joining in, you're gonna have to go back and rewatch a lot of this because it's hilarious.
Isn't it funny though how you know somebody or you think you know somebody and then all of a sudden you realize you haven't ever eaten this thing or you haven't ever watched this movie or you've never slipped
Played
and
this
fell in the
game.
shower. I don't know. There's just things that you're like, really, like, because there
You've
are
never-
happenings that you do like a lot in your life, and then you ask other people, like, right, like you've done that before, and they're like, I've never done that before. What are you talking about?
You mean to tell me you've never got in what was it? Ice cold lemonade on a 90-degree day from a 70-year-old lady working on a
After working on a porch.
a porch. You mean to tell me you've never had it happen?
Never
to
had
you?
that happen before.
Dan
that a
probably
throwback?
has.
As a throwback to Hunter Davis.
Hunter
He
Davis
got
is-
very
yeah.
specific with his drink.
That's right.
And the situation around
The
it,
situation, yes.
which was hilarious.
Oh, but I have never gotten lost in the woods officially, shy cacti though. So, but I can appreciate that because every time I'm in the woods, I feel lost. I just haven't officially gotten lost. I found my way out. If you never see me again, you know I was lost in the woods.
Oh, no.
And my phone probably died.
Lost in the woods.
That's a good song. That's a pretty good song from that movie.
That's probably the best song from that movie.
It's probably the
if I-
best.
It's just
Yeah,
shy
it's more
cactus
80s.
says,
Yeah.
What do you mean you've never robbed a bank?
True.
Oh, man.
What?
Oh,
And Skylark, that could be the name of the runway show, Pretty on Target.
Oh yeah, I
Pretty on
like
target.
that.
That's
No,
a
you
good
guys
one.
have done good. Yeah, pretty on target. The barely on target was very good and
Yeah.
on target the other day.
Oh, it was T, Dustin.
It was T. I'm so. Forgive
was
me, Hunter.
T.
Please do not force choke me from a distance.
Tamerkin says, my parents told me my entire life that I did not have a middle name, and after 18 years, when I finally looked at my birth certificate, I had a middle name. And I thought I knew myself.
Wow.
Wow, that is pretty impressive.
That is quite a revelation.
Wow.
Very cool.
What a is that real?
And then Darth Vader came around the corner and said, I am your father. And you're like,
I thought I knew myself. That's crazy.
oh, wow. That is pretty crazy.
Oh man, wow. Okay.
The things we're told when we're kids, right?
Yeah, no kidding. But I was going to ask you real quick here, Dan. Now I'm forgetting what. No. The question of the week though was.
Oh.
I want to ask you real quick. What genre of Star Wars movie do you want to see made? I gave some
genre.
examples of like horror. We said that's what we were talking about earlier. Horror or like action or rom-com or murder mystery or just mystery, war movie. And then I also I told everybody to get sweaty about it and say who your director.
John Schnepp.
Yeah, you know the
Sweaty.
reference, dude.
Yeah, I know the reference.
Yeah, that's
That
a
goes
good
back to 2015 when the new Star Wars movie
It
came out.
was. Yeah, he would always say that, man. Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
And when
John
Marvel was really
Schnepp.
going like this, before they kind of went like this.
Yeah, and then
now they're like this.
Yeah, and Star Wars.
And Star Wars is like this.
It kind of was plateauing at that
Star
time.
Wars was
really.
more like this.
Yeah,
It never really went up straight up, but
well, not in Disney era.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, for
Except
sure.
for Rebels.
Yeah,
was
Rebels was good, and The Mandalorian season 1 and 2.
like, sorry, Himoto said rom-com. So I think my answer would be
yeah.
because I really do enjoy slow-moving documentaries. I like satire, like
Yeah, can you give us an example of like a?
Wes Anderson
Oh, okay.
about it could
It's
take
very
place in the
artistic.
Star Wars universe.
Wow, that
And
would
it's
be
very dry and slow, but the character development that you get in those films are unmatched.
okay.
And there's some humor, so it wouldn't be a comedy, but I would love to see a Wes Anderson. He's coming out with a new movie, but I would love to see a Wes Anderson style film in the Star Wars universe.
That would be.
It would be strange.
Trippy.
It would take place on some oddball planet, but you could involve some main characters, or maybe you don't. You know?
Yeah.
Other than that, it's easy to say I would love a war movie.
Right.
You know, like a solid war movie, like Nick's.
Like boots on the ground.
Oh yeah, boots on the ground, like following soldiers, you know, and have that moment where the Jedi or the Sith just show up and just everybody freaks out, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because we've had short bursts of, you know, wars.
I'd say
animated.
like the I'd say the Clone Wars, the Umbara and like stuff in there, that was more war style.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'd have to say Solo. There was only like a minute or two scene where it's like boots on the ground, he's getting like blown up and stuff like that. That's what I wanted to see, and that's more of what I wanted to see from like Rogue One even. Like, I thought Rogue One was going to be more war epic. I mean, there was definitely a lot of good war things in it, but it wasn't quite like it doesn't give you that war feel. Like
it was more spy with a little bit of war, but you wanted more of the war.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And the weight of it. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got the weight in certain ways because of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. But yeah, it looks like a lot of people are still confident on this. I like this.
V stuff said horror. We know V likes the horror movies.
V likes the horror movies.
Definitely.
I don't like horror movies. They scare me. Is that what they're supposed to do?
Well, Ben Zaramoto said Ben would say horror too. So
Wow.
we've got
A
quite
Star
a few
Wars-
people that would like horror.
I mean, you could clearly do it in the Star Wars universe because
Yeah,
there's so many
seriously.
freaky creatures that would just, you know,
Just
the
the
Star
dark
Wars
sides.
landscape is kind of a horrifying place to live.
Think about this. I mean, just even the Sith. If you did a really good job of like a Sith, or if you didn't show the Sith and made a Sith just the horror aspect of the film, like picture this: Jedi get stranded on this planet or shot down. They don't know who. They don't know by what.
Yeah.
Say this was prequel era before the Sith reveal themselves. And then they're being hunted. They don't know by who.
Exactly.
But the hunting is the Sith Lord, or the Sith Master. Say it's Darth, or not Darth, but oh man, I just lost his name. Darth Maul, and he's hunting them down, like, one by one, and it's at night or something like that. How freaky would that be?
So
that would be a perfect horror movie. Right
I could
there,
relate.
and it would work.
M. Night Shyamalan in his prime style horror. You know, that's more suspense than
It is
horror.
a lot of suspense.
But that's where I could deal with that, like you're talking about. Like, I don't know about horror, because horror is like, there's some horrifying image, like that one episode of the animated show that just came out, season 2.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Visions.
You know, Visions, that second episode or whatever it was.
Oh,
and it was
man.
horrifying
That was
to me, because
terrifying.
it's like horror gives you like a terrifying image, and then they just like keep showing that.
It's planted in your
They
mind.
live, that's what horror is for me, and I don't love that, because I was like, I can't get that thing out of my brain now, you know. And that even that episode of, what was that show? Visions. I have no vision.
The second episode of Visions.
But I know V loved that one, you know. So some people, it doesn't bother them. Maybe they built up an immunity to iocane powder. I haven't.
if you get that reference,
I think they know it.
you
yeah.
get a Wookiee cookie.
Oh, they're good.
Oh,
Vader
yeah,
scene is
baby.
my favorite part. Icy Stormy talking about Rogue One, probably.
I think
Yeah.
another great horror one really would be there's a book out there I talked about a little bit earlier, but they're on like, I think it's Han and Chewie, and they find this just drifting out in space Star Destroyer, and they get on board, and it's like everybody's been zombified. Like it's a virus leaked. It was an experimental like Imperial thing that leaked on the ship, and then they all go crazy, and then like it's basically zombies in Star Wars
What was that?
armor. So that's a book.
It's
a book.
Okay.
I forget the name of the book. If it's not in my mind right now.
Okay.
But it's a really good book actually, and it is terrifying in some ways too. But that's a really good. I still think they could adapt that one perfectly, and that's where you get your horror. But then you also get some funny moments with Han and Chewie and certain aspects that happen in that. So
Well, Kirsten just asked, have you seen the fan-made Death Troopers trailer?
No.
okay, maybe
Is that
it's
it?
Death Troopers. Yeah, it is Death Troopers.
It had the horror vibe to it. That's what I wondered.
Yeah, so it is
I have
Death
not.
Troopers.
Okay.
Thank you, Kirsten. Yes, I haven't seen that though. I need to check that out. That would be so cool. I'd love to take. If I had the funds and the means to do it, I would make fan films of some of these books that are out there.
Sure.
Legends material, because then you're not really stepping on the toes of. And you could do some out there ones that don't necessarily have to even apply. Like,
Right.
like I said, like Kenobi would be one that I'd love to do. It's not in the thing. And then the Death Troopers would be absolutely hilarious. Lost Stars, actually. Maybe rework it a little bit, but there's so many good ones you could do.
So
Very cool.
Benjamin Bravo joined the chat. And
What's up, Ben?
Thanks for joining in.
That's awesome. He said Darth Maul with spider legs in the middle of a junkyard, Clone Wars, was somewhat horror.
Yes.
Oh,
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, yes.
when he was Spider Maul, that's pretty freaky.
That was super freaky.
That's what we're talking about. That's that Sith horror. That's all it takes is some terrifying red-eyed evil human or creature thing. Zabrak. I didn't like you anyway. Zabrak.
Yeah. If you get that reference, thank you.
Maul is pretty freaky
Yeah.
though. He had a way of terrifying people. So did Savage. All of the Night Sisters. You know, that it is your horror right there. You know, it's intense, but
Like Mother Townsend.
Mother
too.
Townsend. Yeah,
That's-
they
that's
kind of
some
play
freaky
off of
stuff.
that. You know, witch thing, but. Lost Stars is a good book, said Kirsten Allen.
It's a
You're
really good
absolutely
book.
right. It's an insanely good book.
That's one of the best books that's come out in the Disney era.
Yeah.
I'd have to say.
It wrapped up. It tied into this original trilogy beautifully.
Well, and it was like a love story.
Yeah, it was,
It was a really good love story.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, decent.
Yeah, no, it was good.
But so, what was your answer again? War? I'm like,
No, I said Wes
Got lost.
Anderson,
Oh, Wes Anderson, yeah.
style.
very artistic.
Artistic. What's the word? Auteur director,
yeah.
where like it's got a color palette. It's got really clever dialogue. No word is wasted. Very similar to Andor, but with a little levity. You know, a little bit of comedy. Now, I'm not saying you need to see like Bill Murray or you need to see
That would be funny though.
but that's his MO, you know, he gets these huge actors and gives them like little bit parts.
Right.
But you could play off of, you know, the humor in Robot Chicken Star Wars a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know, not ham it up, but just take some characters in the Star Wars universe just dealing with, oh yeah, the Sith came again or the Empire came again, just destroyed everything. But then they just play it off like we're just rebuilding again.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry
just-
about it.
And then somebody shows up and is like, why are you always doing the things that the Empire tells you to do? You know, because it always ends with some kind of, it builds to some kind of battle or some moment where the small guy stands up against the big guy, you know.
And then it turns into an epic fight scene out of left field with Wes Anderson
I mean,
film.
and then it ends with this huge war epic. And it's just like the last hour is just a full on, maybe.
Definitely. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I think we're kind of getting close to the end of the stream here tonight. So if you guys have any last questions or anything like that, we'd love to take them. Speaking of another question, though, Dan, we did do a food on target. I was going to ask you, how do you like your calf Star Wars 4 coffee?
Yeah, definitely. It depends on what time of day it is, but definitely
sigh.
full. Definitely full. Like I want my cup full.
He thinks fondly of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yes.
No one said that. That's a
You're
different
a
answer.
glass half full kind of guy. That is a totally different answer.
Yeah, no,
Not
I
what
want
he expected.
No, not what I expected at all.
basically
It's been
what
one
I'm
of those kind of nights, though. I've been expecting a lot of things that have happened on this show tonight.
Basically, what I'm saying is, I always want a cup of coffee ready and filled up. If it gets half full, I'm already filling it up. You know, so maybe that makes it warmer. Maybe that makes it just reset. You know, because the longer it sits, the cooler it gets. The flavor kind of whatever's. But I will
one way to
drink
put
it if it's full and black. I will drink it if it's full and full of cream.
Will you drink it in a car?
will
Will you
drink
drink it
very
near or
far.
far?
Yes, I knew exactly where you're going with that.
Oh, wow.
But I
Someone
like all
even
the,
mentioned Dr. Seuss
Do
earlier.
they?
but I like the
Seuss is
flavors. I like the fancy coffee stuff. You know, like the caramel thingies and the macchiatos.
Caramel.
Oh, fact checker doesn't like the
No,
caramel.
the caramel. No,
No,
but
not
I
in my
appreciate
coffee.
a good latte. You know, a little espresso. Some of these weird flavors they put in those things. Nutmeg. I don't know. They sell these crazy flavors. Anyway, basically a full cup. That's all I want.
It just doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's
doesn't
more just
really
like
matter.
a full cup is what you want.
Yeah, if it's cold brew, I want a full cup of cold brew, you know. But because eventually it's going to go out. I'm like, where's all the rum gone? You know, that's all I say.
Coffee, not
Where's
rum.
all the coffee? I'm Jack Sparrow all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, yeah, I like your. I certainly said I'd love to see a Lego stream from you guys. Yeah, actually, we have done a Lego stream, multiple in the past.
I like
when
12 of them.
Like 12 of them when we were doing the Millennium Falcon. And if you want, you can go back and watch that. It is a good time. It's fun. It's hilarious. But we might do more in the future if enough of you guys want to see that. Maybe we'll do that.
My seer thought is throwing Nick down with some Legos live stream while he's building. I don't know why I'm throwing.
I just
Nick.
want to throw him down.
Boom. I broke the
man.
mic.
Yeah, everything's broke.
But no, Nick's live stream. We're just talking. We're hanging out. We're watching Nick. And then we take the footage and then speed it up. Make an actual edit. What do you think about that piece, Nick? Is that the coolest piece ever?
Study it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. I'm looking forward to more Lego stuff. We definitely want to do that. It's in the pipeline for sure. And we got Ahsoka coming up too, so we got a lot of stuff in the works.
We got only 4 weeks or so until Ahsoka's here.
Yeah, I was going to say how many days. We're doing days, Dan.
I think it's 5 weeks.
Wait,
You
days.
always do the weeks.
Well, people are like, my baby is how many weeks old? I know somebody in the
It's
chat
a totally
has a young
different
baby.
situation.
But it's like I'm 600,000 weeks old.
Oh, wow.
But when
No.
it's like for me, it's like okay. Once you get past the month mark for babies, you just start saying the month.
No.
Yeah, if you're still doing weeks, no. But the month, come on, weeks. It's 320 weeks old. I'm like, let me do the math
Those
on that.
kids, they change so fast. That's why you have to keep track of the weeks. Because like at 16 weeks, it's a different thing than it was at 15 weeks.
Yeah, it's also months at that point.
What are you going to say, 4.25 months?
No, you just say 4 months old. Okay, that gives me a rough estimate
It's
in my
so
head.
different.
I don't need to know the exact point your baby's at.
Wow.
Long
Off
story
target.
short, we're about a month away and a
Well,
quarter
the
from
chat was on it. Hannah and Icy, Stormy said 35 days.
35 days.
So, yeah.
5 weeks, like I
Days.
5 weeks. I said
Oh,
that.
my God.
7 times 5 is 90.
Is this the hill you want to die on?
I'm dead. I don't know. I just keep track of weeks, right? Because
Yeah.
the day, when you get old and crusty like me, like a day is a week. A week
Old
is a
and
day.
sweaty.
Old and sweaty and red like a lobster. Your brain leaves, but everything's like, I'll see you next week. It feels like a day.
Yeah.
When you're like 10, every day feels like a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you're a baby, a day is literally 1/4 of your life.
Dan was going deep.
Wow, Dan's getting sweaty with time.
Yeah. Earlier-
Welcome to Time on Target.
Time.
Baby
I
Time
want
on Target with
I
Dan.
want a Christopher Nolan time warping back and forth
Oh, wow.
Star Wars epic.
Shall we consult the timeline?
Yes, we shall consult.
We're going to have
the
a baby timeline of like when it's appropriate to say weeks, days, months.
Yeah.
And that also applies to the Ahsoka show.
All right. I will
Yeah.
listen to Olivia Rowe, who
I
said
agree.
35 days feels shorter than 5 weeks, even though 35 is 7 times higher than 5.
Yes. Oh, my.
But I totally understand you, Olivia, because 35 days does feel like we could count that down,
Yeah.
We're almost into the 20s.
Yeah. Because you have to wait 7 days until you can say 4 weeks until Ahsoka.
So
I
it's
don't
less
like waiting.
satisfying.
Yeah,
Whereas you can
yeah.
tick it off.
One at a time.
So like if you're running a
Baby
mile,
step it.
when you're running like a
I
marathon,
like
you're
that.
counting down every like 100 yards, right?
Well, I'm counting the miles in a marathon. Not that I've done one, but
Yeah.
oh man.
I'm trying to turn the tables.
You are. We got
Philosophy
Skylark
Dan,
says
yeah.
Professor Dan. Hunter says Philosophy Dan.
yeah.
I'm all
This is
for
what
it.
you get in the
This
Postlude
is the
era.
Postlude show here. The engineer Dan flexing my. He's Dan
nice.
the man. People love it though. People love it. Hey, Dan gives you what you want.
No, I don't. I give you exactly what you don't want. Or I give you what you never knew you wanted. And then you're like, interesting.
Danikin the mannequin says Icy's story. I love
Like
that.
when I showed up looking like a lobster.
That was absolutely
That was
hilarious.
the best. You didn't know you wanted that.
You didn't
And then you
know
saw it and you're
when
like,
you
this is
saw
the greatest thing ever.
And then you were like, how did I live without this?
You just made my week and I didn't even know I wanted to be made.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. All right. Well, with that, we're looking forward to Ahsoka. It's going to be good. It's going to be
Yes.
fun. It's 35 days, not weeks. I mean, how many weeks, Dan? 5
30
weeks?
Like,
It's
Don't worry about
don't
it.
start this all over again.
All right.
2.5 months.
No.
1.5 months.
Strike that.
Strike that. Reverse it.
That's what it was.
There we go. Name that reference. But if you had fun tonight, hit a like on this video and comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mates, tell your frenemies about us. Help support the channel. You guys help keep us going here. If you guys want to see more content, then we appreciate every little bit you can contribute to the channel. We take all of that and we just put it right back into the channel. So we appreciate everybody who's done that so far. You guys got anything else, chat, or you guys on the panel right now before we get out of here?
I'm trying to read an engineer.
Apparently,
Dan doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need.
yes,
That's right.
He's not the hero we deserved, but the hero we needed.
Is that Dark Knight?
Yeah. Speaking of which, Matt
that
hasn't
was
seen.
another revelation on Target.
Oh, speaking
Batman.
of relevations.
Holy
Yeah.
Batman, Robin!
Wow.
But yeah, the Brick Boy wants to be a part of maybe some brick Lego buildings.
All right,
so
well, get in touch with us.
we'll stay
Send
in
us
touch.
Brick Boy, let's do it.
in the email. Maybe we can make something happen. We were working with multiple of you out there, and we got some cool stuff in the works. That was a weird way for me to phrase it, but it's true. So anyway, you guys got anything else?
Drop the beat. Let's get
Drop
out of
the
here.
beat.
We'll
We
see
gotta
you
get out of here.
soon.
We'll see you guys. Don't forget to check out Bismo's show tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And I will be on that show, so more of me there, but mostly we're there for Bismo because I am a Biz bro, baby.
Biz bro, nice shirt.
Dude, I know I'm doing it.
Dude.
It's really good, too. I really like it.
So did the hat. I put the hat on. I was like, this will replace my headphones forever.
Okay,
that I
now you're
can't
starting
hear.
to say a little crazy talk, but it does look really good on you. Yeah. So anyway, check that out, and don't forget to set your calendars for next week when he's on our show. It's gonna be a blast. We got a lot of fun things planned, lots coming up. But from all of us here at Stay on Target, thanks for being with us tonight. We appreciate every single one of you, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to always stay on target.
We're still here.
Not the right one.
This is the bonus section. And on that bombshell,
Get the gonk out. Take a sleep.
it's like 35 days, right?
It's
5 weeks.
yeah, it's 35 days.
Okay.
Not 5 weeks.
I think it's 5 weeks.